Yo, chat, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up? What up, mean? Hold on. Bro, yesterday's stream got taken down because I played music. But nothing happened yesterday anyways, but still. Mad cold today. How you guys doing, man? What's going on? Is it Wednesday? Today's Wednesday? Oh no, yeah, today's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Halfway through the week.
to the face, I don't smoke
but it's a meeting minutes, right? It's meeting minutes. So yeah, expect like price to expect price could move today during FOMC meeting minutes, right? But it's not as volatile. It's not gonna be like any interest rates that's coming out or anything like that. It's just a red meeting minute folder. But yeah, that's it. Let me just click on this again. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, nothing today to worry about though, which is good. You know, not a big fan of news days, obviously, right? But yeah, let's get into the analysis. So, first things first here is the weekly on gold here. Okay, so the weekly on gold is it sort of came down this week, and then it started to come back up, and now why is it playing this drawdown song again? Yo, remember the song yesterday, chat? Or not yesterday, on Monday stream. All right, let's change that song. Yeah, so the weekly time frame shows that like you have this support here, right? So there's like a pretty decent support right around here going across on price. There is a resistance up here at 2020. This is the range you're in right now. Okay, so it's tough because you don't have much direction. Like you didn't close below the range or anything, you know, like you closed right at support. If anything, maybe you can say you closed below most recent, right? But overall, you're still in this range here from 1960, which doesn't mean like you can't drive down, right? Like you can definitely still continue to drive down. But then again, if you're at support here, right, and you didn't close respecting support, or you didn't close below support, any given point this week, if price does end up flipping bullish, there's a possibility that you could come up to create resistance somewhere, and who knows where that could be. All I know looking left though is that you have a strong amount of resistance right around here, and then a strong resistance up here. So if we do end up flipping bullish and breaking the highs this week above 1980, then there's a possibility that price for the weekly candle could make its way up like this, right, and then start to come up and fill into that range there. But that's what I'll be looking for here on price. As you start to flip bullish for the weekly, we start looking for buys on this long time frame. But until then, I mean, I think today's daily candle closed bullish, right? Yeah, so it closes bullish here. But the thing about this candle though is that it closed bullish, didn't close above the range. It closed at support though, right? It closed creating support, but it didn't close above the resistance, which isn't bad. Looking left there, there's a possibility that you could be mirroring this move here. Oops, my bad. This move right here, there's a possibility to be mirroring that move. This candle was a little different though. This candle actually closed above the range. This one is respecting the same support, but that's what I'm saying. If this candle here is closing bullish at support now, right, and there's your resistance up here, there's a possibility you can come up to mirror that range, which is like the 1990 levels, 1990, 2000 levels today, right? So for us to get buys though, we're definitely gonna need closures above the range. So for me, that's gonna be likely above, like I'll say above like 1984. Actually, hold on, before I get into that, so like the 4 candle last night, how did it close? This thing closed, yeah, okay, cool. So it closed respecting this range still. We're still in the same range as yesterday, right? So last night what happened was we had this candle that closed bullish above the range here. This candle came down, broke all the lows, but it still closed bearish, respecting the support still. So it's still in the same range, right? This 1974 level going across on prices. Let me just draw it for you guys so it's a little easier to see. But like going off of these levels to the left there, right? This is the range that you're in on the 4-hour time frame. So if you're closing bearish here, respecting the support after breaking all the lows, right? Because the price drove down, it would have closed below to continue down, right? But it didn't. It closed at support, right? Respecting these levels here. So if we end up coming up on this 4-hour candle, breaking above the highs at 1980, there's a possibility you can come up towards 1984. And then eventually towards like 1990, right? And that will lead to the daily time frame target. So this is pretty decent. You have a nice bottom wick on a 4-hour time frame. I think the 1-hour close strongly bullish here as well, for 7 a.m. here. My only concern here is that there's no bottom wick, so I would expect the bottom wick to happen into 1974, and then we can start looking for buys above these ranges here. So looking left there, I would say buys could be above, I would say above like 1978. You close above 1978 today, you can get buys going up towards the next range here, which is going to be like right here at the 1981, or even like, let's see, 1981 or 1982, right? It's like a 40 pip range going up above there, and then obviously more buys above 1982 to drive further up towards the next resistance here. which is gonna be like roughly up here at the 1985.201. All right, but yeah, that is the range we're breaking back into if we do end up closing above 78. And I'll say buys above there would be nice. It's either get buys above there. Here's the thing: if you get a closure above 1978 and you get a bottom wick before driving up, then I'll be fine taking buys above 78, right? But I need a closure and then a bottom wick. But if you end up closing above here without a bottom wick, or closing above here overall, then I won't need a bottom wick. I just enter off the rip, and then we'll just take price up towards 82. All right, but that's what I got going on today for buys. So I'll say closures above here for buys. Again, I would prefer if we can just come down for the 1 hour, create a bottom wick, tapping like 75, 74 before driving up, but a closure above 78 will be fine for us for buys. Yeah, I'll say buys above there. What else is there? Yeah, I think with the buys though is that like you have range going up right above like 82 to 85, and then like you don't really have the cleanest traffic until you break above 92. Above 92, you have more range driving up. You can drive further up towards the next resistance, which is up here like 2002, right? But like you see how like we're in this zone here. It's very tough right now for price to break through because there's a lot of traffic here. But once you clear out these ranges, above 92 should be a lot cleaner. Who knows? Maybe it might clear today, maybe we might not. But yeah, there's that. I think the day target is 1992, right? So let's see what happens today. But overall, yeah, I'll say above 1978 would be the buys. Sells for me today, I'll say would be below 1973 or below 1974, because you do have the support here on price at around these areas. So I would assume that if you are breaking back into this range here on price below 1973, there's a possibility you can look to drive further down. Let me just draw a line here. You can drive further down towards the next range, which is going to be down here at 71. Or let's see, that's a very small range. That's a 10-pip range. What's below here? Below 69 takes you down towards 64. That's a much better range. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll say below 72 is not too bad. You break below there, you have range coming down towards 69. But the range below this area, there's a lot of traffic. Obviously 172 and another one being 71. Pretty decent levels here on price. If you break below 69, however, you have all this clean range coming down, right? So with that clean range coming down, it should be taking you down towards 64. So that's like an overall, like a 55-pip range coming down. So it's not bad. So I'll say, yeah, those would be the sells for the day. I'll say below 69. So I'll say sells would be below here for a range 2 breakout, and then buys above 78. So what that means is like whatever is in between this range here is a non-tradable range for me. Whatever is between 78 and 69, because there's no direction there on price just yet, right? You had direction last night, you broke out, and then you came back into the range, right? But now, like if you were to be taking more buys, I'll wait for price to close above like those levels, above 79 levels, and then obviously sells below these levels overall, right? But I believe once you break out these levels, and we're in this box here, in this green box, should give you a direction on price, and those be the buys we'll take for the session, the rest of the session, and these be the sells that you'll take for the rest of the session. But whatever's in between this range here, I'll highly recommend to avoid. Well, if it drives, it's not my business, right? I'm waiting for price to break out these ranges. But yeah, maybe it might break out. Maybe we might get early push today. Who knows? We had we had some decent London moves pre-London, and then late London started the range for a bit, and then now we're starting to push again. But yeah, things might pick up shortly here. You have a nice 15 closure here just now at 7:15. This thing closed bullish above most recent resistance. Again, I would prefer a steeper bottom wick on a 1 hour. If we can just get a bottom wick on a 1 hour, that'd be amazing. Towards 74 or something, but let's see. Worst case, we get trades at 8, 8:15, 8:20 comics open. But that's gold, chat. And then GJ, let's see if we get a bottom for the 1 hour time frame. That'll be down towards here. Yeah, that's the only way I can take these buys here if you get a bottom wick on a 1 hour time frame. GJ analysis today. GJ is interesting because last time you had pound rates or CPI for pound, and GJ popped off, right? It came up for news, and then the moments after news, like maybe an hour after, it just started to come all the way back down and retrace the whole entire move for news. So GJ is I think it's the same range as I had yesterday, to be honest. Like I'll say sells will be below here, right? Below what is this? 171. And then I'll say buys would be above. I'll say buys would be above here. Above 172, 720. But those are my ranges, I'll say. I don't think I can look left there. I think I gotta go into higher time from here. I think it was 172 point something though. Let me see. I think it was yeah, right here. 172.86. 172.951. I say those are the buys. But whatever's in between this range is very tough. Right? Above there you have clean traffic. Below here you got clean traffic. But in this range here, you're gonna keep ranging. Like that's what price has been doing for the past like I think like 10 days basically, right? Just came up, back down, came up, back down. There's no lower lows or lower highs being broken. It's just in a range, right? There's no structure. There's no like there's no breakout. It's just in this nasty range here. And it's a big range, don't get me wrong, it's like a 190 pip range, right? But it's just not the cleanest range to trade. And you won't have direction until you break out. So would you rather wait for a price to break out or be stuck in the range? Thing is, being stuck in the range isn't that bad because it is a big range, but still. Just be cautious there on GJ. I'll say sells will be below 171 though. And then buys above 172.951. Yeah, Chad, that is GJ. That is gold. And now we sort of just wait here as you may create a steeper bottom wick for the 1 hour time from here. That's what I want to see here. Yeah, this is a nice 15 candle, right? Opened up, closed above the range here. If this 15 can come down, break the lows, tap 74, I'll have a buy stop, but because then you can fill his wick and then fill his range. But yeah, Chaz, that's gold there, man. How you guys doing today? Ah, man. This music is calm. Chillin'. What time's London market open? 3, but you want to be there for pre-London usually. Trying to sell gold. True. Yeah, the FOREX can still flip, right? The 4 hour can still flip at any given point. It is a bearish candle, but if you look at it from like there's like a different perspective you're looking at it from, right? You can say like, okay, cool, well there is a resistance here on price, right? Which could reject price down, or you can say, well, the daily time frame is bullish today. So if you look at it from this perspective on the 4 hour time frame, look left there, look at it from here, from this perspective, right? Because this is the range that you kind of were respecting all morning. This one right here, right? And then the top of the range is roughly like up here or whatever, right? But like you look at it from this perspective too, and from this perspective you're respecting, right? If like the daily bias today, if the daily bias today was like bearish, I get it. You can say there was a resistance here or here and price is rejecting, right? But since the daily bias is bullish today, though, it's a daily candle close, bullish candle close. You can put it from this perspective. You're breaking back into this range. So that's what I got. Who knows? Yeah, we may be able to fill 1982, 1988. And if you do, the day will make sense too. Like that's what price tapped into last time. Price came back into his range, right? It would make perfect sense if that was the case. Because the daily as well, you can put it from a different perspective too. You can say, well, it's breaking back into this range here, right? Like if this is the range breaking back into, then this is the range it should fill. and that takes you up towards like those same levels from that perspective, right? Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna start to range in this area here, because price did break out one point, and then now it's back into the range here. It's creating support, so I believe it's gonna come up, tap like resistance here at 1994, 19 like 2000 levels today, or not today, but overall could be today, who knows. But it should be tapping to these levels here, because you're creating support here, and this is your resistance, right? So if this is your support and this is your resistance, then you're just in a range. If you're in a range, price should bounce between the ranges, and bounce between the ranges means you're going to create resistance. So all you gotta do is scale up buys on the small time from now. And then if all goes wrong, price breaks below small time from ranges, then you scale sells, right? But overall, that's the structure you have on the daily. And the monthly came down this month, right? And it didn't break the lows yet, if you guys noticed. It came like maybe a pip or two away from breaking our lows, and now it's starting to flip bullish again. Okay, so if the monthly starting to flip bullish, and the weekly shows that you are in this range as well, right? This is the range that the weekly is in. From here to here, right? That's the range you're in. And if you're at support now and you're about to flip bullish, after the monthly candle came down and created a bottom wick, and now the daily closes in bullish, what do you think's gonna happen next? It's starting to line up, right? It's starting to make sense now. So that's why I have my my forward candle the way it is, just because of that. Yeah, like overall we're still bearish, right? Like, yeah, Eric, I want to test 2000 levels and then tank. Yeah, that's a possibility, because like if you look at it from like any other day on the daily, right? Like, yeah, it makes sense, because like you have the support here, right? Like you're still coming down here from here, right? Obviously from like 2060 or 2060. So like if you do end up coming up to 2000, that's just a lower high being created, or you can say a range one fake out, because the overall day bias is still overall bearish, right? So like you can say, okay, well, this is your support here, and then this is your resistance. Even if you were to come up here towards this range here, how's that gonna look on the higher time frame? It's gonna look like this on a daily. It's just gonna be a bullish candle coming up. But as it's coming up, why is it not changing color? As it's coming up, right? That's just your range one. And at any given point, what can happen here is you can end up closing back in the range, like this, or even like a bearish closure back into the range, right? After closing above the range. And you get the range one fake out. And if that were to happen, then guess what's gonna happen next? You broke out for volume, and now you're gonna continue down to fill the rest of the ranges, right? But you like, thing is, like, you don't have to predict all of this. You can kind of assume, or you can kind of see off of the way it closes. Like, you'll see once you actually close bearish into the range. It won't be today, obviously, right? But once you come, if you were to come up and then you close back into the ranges, then you can start to put pieces together and say, okay, well, now the daily is coming back into the ranges. And looking left, this is the area that we're looking to tap into, right? We came up, tapped into these levels here at 2000, 2010, 2000. So therefore now, you could be mirroring this whole entire range, coming back into the range as you close back. And you'll see that over the next couple of days form, maybe by Friday, maybe by Monday, who knows? But it makes a lot of sense. But again, like, there's a very high chance that you are going to likely fill that daily range, right? And that's like the 1998 levels. So we could get buys today. Possibility. I don't know if it's going to be an algo day. I don't think an algo day. But I do believe that it's going to be a nice day for buys, potentially. Right? I think the 1 hour came down there. Did it create a super bottom wave? No, it didn't. It did not. Yeah, no. Can't do anything about that. You have a third closure in 4 minutes, though. It's not too bad. I'm looking at this right here, chat. I'm looking at this, and this is why I'm looking for potential buys here. Is because like you're breaking back into the structure here, right? On this 30, if this 30-minute closes above and it creates a bottom wick. Same thing I was looking for in the 15. I look for buys, but like you're sort of mirroring this right now. This whole entire range here, right? You had this move that came down on price, which was this push here, same push here. You had this range formed afterwards, right? Basically from here to here, right? Now that's the range, because that's your supply and demand area basically. And then look at this right here. This might be confusing, but if you look at this on price, this green zone, this is where we started the range at too. Same thing happened here, and that's where price forms support at. And if you take a close look at price too, It formed support, and look, all these candles to the left here, the current candles here, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, have all closed respecting. They all came down at one point, but they never closed below. So this support is pretty strong. It held, and now we're making our way back up to retest the highs, right? So as we retest the highs, what are you gonna mirror to the left? You're gonna mirror this range. This is the range you're gonna mirror. So that's why I'm looking for buys here towards like 1982, because that your sword is for your sword just mirroring that push to the left. Yeah, I get the 4 is still bearish, right? But again, with the 4 account still being bearish, it's still respecting that zone as well. And the daily is still bullish today. So that's why I'm saying a 30-minute closure in 2 minutes here and a bottom wick wouldn't be that bad. It's either that, we get buys above like 77, or we get buys above like 78. Overall, like it's pretty bullish off the daily. Worst case, you get buys above 78, you know? Above 78 was not that, it's not that bad either. Chat's like, not again, 78 again. How old are you? 23. Yeah, let's get that analysis though. If somebody asks me to buy or sell today, after doing just a 30-minute analysis on gold alone, gonna lose my shit. Not gonna lie to you. Might lose my shit. Why doesn't mean that one person though. It's okay though. It happens all the time, but it's gonna be that one person later on. Once we actually do close above the range, and let's say we get in buys, they'd be like, "Oh, Don, can you re-explain why you got into this position?" Like, yo, I know you're stream hopping, man. You ain't gotta hide it. I know you're stream hopping. That's a typical stream hopping question. Bro, got 5 tabs open. Watching this guy, that guy. You know how people got like 5 monitors with like 5 different charts on it? That guy got 5 different streams on each monitor. He's not looking at charts, he's looking at streamers. Let's see, can you close above 78 here? Looking like you may close above. You need a top wick though on a closure. You can't close no top wick. If you do, then we're gonna have to wait for that 1 hour close. 3, 2, and oh, there's the top wick. Yeah, you need a bond wick here. If you get a bond wick here, chat, we may get some buy stops. Yeah, I'll say if you get a bond wick coming down towards like 76, I'll place a buy stop. If no bond wick happens, then it's fine. We'll take buys above 82. Yeah, worst case, take buys above 82. Because that even after 82, it's fine too. Because like you still have range for the daily, right? Like the daily has range all the way up until like 1998. So yeah, this count might drive though. If it drives, it drives. There's a possibility we could get buys on the 5 above here instead. A close above 79 instead. But you need to close above there anyways first, right? I mean, you still need a 30-minute bond wick. The reason why we didn't get on this position on the 15 earlier, because the 15 was what we were looking for. This one right here, this entry at 77. But the issue with that was there wasn't enough of a bottom wick for me. I guess you can just say like the 1 hour already created a bottom wick earlier. They already grabbed liquidity down here for driving back up to retest the highs. That's cool. Hey, Downbit news at FOREX scene, and you're the first streamer that I'm watching for a few days now. Can you explain why the 50 and 30-minute support and resistance are overlapping? Resistance overlapping because you're not always gonna have the perfect alignment for support and resistance. Like sometimes you might have like a 50-minute support or resistance that broke, but therefore if you go to 30-minute time, there's a strong resistance there as well in 30. So my best thing, what I'll do there in that case is I'll look at the time frame that I'm entering off of, and I'll look at that. I'll look at only that support and resistance. For instance, like right now, like if there's like, let's say I go on GJ, and let's say I have like support being broken on like on the 15, right? But then if you look at the 1 hour and 30, there's a strong support at 71. Since the higher time frame is still respecting that support, I'd rather wait for the higher time frame to close below. So in this case, like below 171 instead of like below here, because I understand that below here on a 15.5, you have came down below there before in the past and prices just rejected, right? So I'd rather now wait for a closure below 171 overall, because at least below 171 overall, every time frame clears, because it's the higher time frame, it's the 1 hour time frame. Does that make sense? That makes sense. What's algo day? Like algro, like aggressive day. Aggressive day in terms of volume, but I don't think today's that day. I mean, I could be wrong. I want to think so, but I just doesn't look like an algo day today. Like, cause like the range, you only have range going up here until 1998. Unless price breaks like 1994 and makes his way up towards like 2017. Okay, cool. Like if it starts to break above here later on, above 94, then yeah, above there you can say it might be an algo day, right? But that's the target I have today on price, like around 94 price. And it's a pretty decent resistance there, 94 and 89 levels, right? If price were to break above there, then yeah, obviously it's gonna be algo day, because now you're breaking above these wicks here. I think at that point the weekly flips bullish, the monthly starts to flip bullish again, and it's clean traffic above there on every time frame till like 2013. So that will make it an algo day, but you don't have that yet, right? We ain't got that yet. Yeah, 5 might close above your chat. There's a resistance here, right? That I said earlier. If you get a 5 closure above there, it's a potential for buys. I think what I said earlier, I said above here on the 30 and 5, you get a steeper bottom wick, I'll enter, but you didn't. Above 79, maybe off the rip, because you got lots of potential here. How big are stops? I get to measure this. Oh, it's not bad. 60 something. Yeah, chat. Gonna get in buys here as he closes above the range. Basically off the rip. I just want to measure stops there. But yeah, you close above this range here. Got buys are off the rip. Stops are gonna be below his ranges, below 1973, right? 1973.455, and then target is gonna be roughly like 1985. Right? I explained the whole entire analysis already. So, but yeah, that's it. I think this is the entry. Stops are below here. Oops. And target is roughly up here. Yeah. Right, 30 closed above the range already. Or above most recent earlier. Yeah, 5 closed above the ranges. Broke the highs. That's it. Initially, I went off the rip, but the difference was maybe like around like 14 pips, right? I mentioned earlier, like if you close above like 78, then I won't need a bottom wick. If you close, my bad, I'll need a bottom wick. But if you close above 80, no bottom wick is needed, because now you're breaking above these ranges, and overall you just have clean traffic driving up towards like minimum 82. 82 levels is probably where I'll move stops to break even and manage risk. But yeah, you have a lot of range till then. So 82.277, 82.3. But that'll be the break even point. I think by then we'll be up like 20 pips around that range. But if you look at 82, it's a pretty strong level because the 4-hour time frame, right? But yeah, that is based off the same analysis we had this morning for price. And you have an early push too. Stops are below here because like that's where the 4-hour low is. The current 4-hour low. So if you were to flip bearish, obviously it's gonna continue to drive back down. Same with the 1-hour stops too in the 5 structure, right? We'll manage risk if price starts to close below like 76 and such. But until then, let's look at the trade running. All right, am I in? Yeah, I'm in. $19.82 will move our stops like 10% profit and we'll let the rest rock towards the target. Because it'll be 20 pips, right? In profit, and therefore we just move stops in profit. What was that level? Let me just put my stops here. And you have nothing in between, like you have nothing stopping price today too, because you don't have news today. You just have you have no red folders for dollar. You have a folder at 10 a.m. but I highly doubt I highly doubt this trade will last till 10. I'm pretty sure we'll be out here before 8. If we're in here by 8:20 comics, then we'll have runners, obviously, right? That'd be great. And there's the 4-hour push towards 82 will be the break-even point. Like once it's out like 82, we'll be risk-free. All right, cool. So here now we're gonna move our stops to break even, make this a risk-free trade. I'm not trading stops and profit yet. I want to see us tap like 82 levels, but almost there. Like it's tapping roughly the same areas, right? Roughly like this is around the same areas where I would direct that, but stops to and 10% profit would be roughly around like 82.210. So once it rebreaks this highs here, you'll see another push on price, and that push in price should take us up towards the 83, 84ish, and then from there on we'll just move our stops and profit. Yeah, no, I gotta imagine we had a buy stop chat. We got slip for sure, because if I was thinking about the buy stop and the break of the 4 at highs, right? And if we were to have that, we would have got slipped 100%. Our entry would have been like 82 probably. All right, chat. Gonna trade my stops, 10% profit here, making this a risk-free trade, and now I got runners towards target. Yeah, this counts on create a bottom wick here. If we survive the bottom wick, I wouldn't expect it to be that steep, but if we survive the bottom wick, should be good. Is that the bottom wick? Is that the flip? What you could do in some cases too is if like you can wait for the bottom to form and then move your stops to in profit. But I'm fine with doing this. Worst case, we secure 10 and then we wait for that 1 hour close. Just do have the last 15 of the 1 hour. Okay, there we go. Cool. So prices end up coming there. But yeah, 10 secured there. And now on to the next trade. But you guys understand the ranges here? Like this is the range that we're like, you know, like 82 levels. Like there's a reason why we broke down like the whole entire morning, like how the 4 hour candle was respecting that range, zone there, the daily, right? Close back into the range here. Like you have range coming up still. So like that whole idea of the buys was, yes, it was taking on the 5 closure, but the whole trade here was based on the higher time frame structure, which is the 4 hour and the daily. and I was okay with taking it before the 4 broke the highs, because I understood that the daily, even though it closed bearish, it closed bearish respecting these zones here, right? So it had, you know, we saw it from this perspective instead of, my bad, from this perspective instead of like this perspective where it kind of closed bearish at resistance, right? So like that was the whole idea behind the trade today. But yeah, that was a very nice breakdown. 30-minute breakdown for like a 2-minute trade, not too bad. Yeah. Now we wait for the ADM candle closure, and then once the ADM candle closes, we'll look to have more positions, because this candle here is likely gonna probably pull back, chat, and then as it pulls back, you're gonna have a wick fill. So if you look at price here, there's a strong resistance right around here at like around 83, eventually 85. Let's see how far back it pulls. But if it does end up closing above most recent resistance at 79, we could get some potential buys at ADM. But for buys, I want a bottom wick. If the 820 comics open, could create a bottom wick at 75 and then flip bullish, that'd be great for ADM. 8 a.m. to 9. And we'll have positions then. Cool, chat. But hey, don't celebrate your wins, because you're undwelling losses. Just it's another day, another discipline, right? Just nothing happened. It won't be your last time you win. It won't be the last time you take a loss. So just chill, you know. Just chill. Dunk finally end stream, really? We might get more positions today. Very high chance. Yeah, what'd you guys do? Close full chat? Or what'd you guys do? Full close? Yeah. A play also, like there's like 3 things you can do in this scenario, right? There's like, the first scenario is like you wait for the bottom to form, which is a bit tough in this case, because like it is like near the last 15 the 1 hour candle, so you can pull back and end up pulling back into the 1 hour. So you have to survive the next 15 minutes candle basically, and you gotta hope that the 1 hour ends up closing bullish, because it hasn't closed yet, right? You can do that. So as it creates a bottom wick and flips, then you can move your stops to the low of that candle and profit and trail it that way. Or 2, what you could have done was just close fault resistance, and 3, you could just done what I did, which was just secure 10, because there's a pretty decent level here at 82 levels. But those are your 3 options for today for that trade. But yeah, I think I'm happy with what I did. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I should have done this instead. The trade's over with. On to the next one, right? Yeah, learn to let trades go. Your last trade should determine your next trades, and vice versa, right? Yeah, initially we did get a bad, like not a bad entry, but like we did miss on like 3 pips, because like I entered, I wanted to measure how big that stop was before I entered. But overall, the idea was I didn't need a bottom wick here. The idea was just us closing above this range here, and you should expect that volume coming in. So the stream took a loss on Monday, a 68 pip loss, and we're not gonna go and force 68 pips on this next trade, right? Yes, that's key, because a lot of people, what they'll do is now, since they're down 68 pips or they lost 60 pips the last trade, they have this concept in their head that they need to make back 68 pips now, which is not true. You don't have to make back 68 pips, because the market doesn't owe you shit, right? It doesn't owe you anything. What makes you think that it needs to give you 68 pips back because you took a 68 pip loss? It's irrelevant, right? It's like the market is always changing every day. The conditions are different, and your job is to simply adapt to the current conditions of the markets. That's it. Like today we got 10, right? Last time we took a loss as well on stream, 65 pips. April 14, next day 10, next day 35, next day 10, 37, 10, 18, 20, 34, 27, 10, right? So like we didn't get it back in the next trade. but eventually we did, right? And then, but like again, this doesn't matter. Like this scale here doesn't matter. What matters here is this, right? Like the lifetime, like the overall stats, not just that that one this one screenshot. What was that? Current high low? No, that was a flip. That was on the 5. Oh. Yeah, it would have been cool if we had an entry here on the 15 here, but I wasn't sure where I wanted. That's cool. That's got bad enter. Yeah, we just close. Can you tell me where you can learn this kind of strategy? The streams, man. Come to the streams every day. You're here already. All you gotta do is buy a pair of headphones now and plug them in, you know? You're almost there though. You're on the stream already. All you gotta do is really plug in your headphones and you should be good. Another day, another discipline, chat. True. Nothing happened. I don't know why you guys act so surprised whenever you take a win or a loss. Like, chat, nothing happened. Nothing really happened here. Just another day, right? That's all that is. Wins and profits are irrelevant. What mattered there was the breakdown and discipline for that breakdown. Like that, like, you know, if you're able to do the same breakdown 10 times versus taking the same trades 10 times, like the breakdowns will lead to the trades anyways, right? So why are you focusing on the wins or losses when you focus on the breakdown? Because that's what leads you to those wins and profits over time. That's what leads you to the profits. But you gotta understand the breakdown. So if you guys are gonna leave a like on the stream, leave a like for the breakdown. Forget the trade. We'll be live on FOMC. Yeah, on June 14th, I'll be live on FOMC. Yo, mods. The homies are here.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on,
What's
man?
good, brother?
What's good, Keelan? What up, Jenna? What up, Kieran?
What's good? What's good?
What up, boys?
What up? What up? What up? Are you guys? Are any of you guys coming to Florida?
I got
For
a
meet and
boys'
greet?
holiday in Ayia Napa.
Oh yeah, I know you can't make it. I know Chanez can't make it because he's in Australia. Don't worry, I'll come to Australia one day.
Silas, too easy.
You coming, Kieran? I heard you said you were coming. To the meet
I'm
and greet.
planning on it. I don't need the
the
course.
The meet and greet.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to come and meet everyone.
Some guys gonna be like, "Yo, you're the guy who banned me." Ain't gonna look too sweet. No, yeah, it's gonna be lit. It might honestly, chat. If you guys are coming to the meet and greet in July, I'll suggest you follow me on Instagram because I mean we're doing giveaways for the meet and greet, right? Like we're giving away PCs and shit like that, but like just there's like you gotta secure tickets. It's free, but like you gotta secure the free ticket. It's a RSVP, right? So it's first come first serve. You gotta fill out your name, address, and everything, like, you know, like all that shit, the whole form, but it's free. And then I think there's like 50 or 60 spots for the meet and greet. I don't know yet, but tickets will be coming out this week for the meet and greet. So It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna be giving away PCs and like just free art. And the only way to enter is by coming, right? You can't enter online or anything. You guys gotta be in Miami, Florida for the meet and greet, and it's all free. Sponsored by Control FX. Yeah, Paul's gonna be there probably. He's in Florida.
Oh.
He's supplying the PC giveaway.
Yeah, he is.
I was just at like a meet and greet for this. There's like a famous artist in Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
and he had all this merch, but there wasn't enough for everyone. So I was spewing because I got this shirt, and it's a 3XL, and I'm like a medium and everything else. He's like a dress, bro.
Well, you don't got your size. You
Walking
whatever's left
around.
over.
Walking around looking like you're wearing a nightgown.
Straight out. That's what it's like.
How you know when to get off the rip or wait for a top wick, bottom wick? You should have two zones. Like if you were watching the streams earlier today, I said how like if you break, I had two zones here. I had a zone at 77, and I had a zone at 79, right? There was a closure above 77, and those buys were clean from then. But I wanted a steeper wick because you're still overall in this range here. So any given point, price could come back into the range to drop back down, right? To fill this area here, come down. So as you wait for a bottom wick, that kind of confirms that this low is being respected and you won't be breaking those lows. So that's why I wanted a bottom wick to enter. Up here in this case, no, just because you're closing above this range here, and you just have a range coming up to fill the range. Because you're breaking above here, you're breaking above this zone and this zone, right? So you're likely gonna drive. You don't need a bottom wick. The bottom wick just confirms that lower low being created, that lower low being formed, that liquidity grab. That's it. If it doesn't grab liquidity, then it doesn't. But then you can say this grab liquidity already for you. Or this one, the push down last night that came down to 70.70 instead of 71.08, and it came all the way back up. That's all right. Now it's still played out. But yeah, like that's something that's how I determine bottom wicks. Usually just two zones.
Isn't it don't you kind of look at if the 30-minute already has a bottom wick and stuff too?
Yeah, I do. Like that, yeah, like in this case, like the 4 account was bearish, right? The 4 account was bullish, then maybe above 77. I would have just entered for a bottom wick, but the 4 account was still bearish there for me. Yeah, like I really want to enter that 77, like 30 close and 15 both close, but I just never created a bottom wick. That's cool though. Should be getting some more buys here in about 5 minutes.
It's based on volume and liquidity, right? You know, if we got a lot of volume, then the chances are we don't need the liquidity. So that's when we, you know, enter off the rip. A good example would be when we collected liquidity prior, and now we're starting to drive. That would be like a textbook scenario of when we don't need the bottom wick. But in instances where maybe you want like a final confirmation, like today, that's when we'd wait for a liquidity to be grabbed further, and then we'd enter on the flip.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes like the liquidity be before the volume anyways, right? Like you'll see it kind of form.
Yeah. It's more confirmations, chat, right? I mean, breaking out of a range is an indication of volume in itself, but it can't hurt to have, you know, multiple confirmations.
Everyone's gonna come late to the streams today, like, yo, you took a trade already? Because everyone comes at around like 8:30, 8:15, 8:20. Like for us to have 2,000 viewers before ADM doesn't happen often. You should get 2,000 viewers after ADM. 1,000 plus. You should other sessions too. Yeah, usually during this time every year, I'm up for usually all the sessions, like London, Asia, New York. So. Let's see if we can get another trader right now. Yeah, so like I'm really locked in today. Yeah, you have a 1 hour closure here above 81,123. And with that closure, let me just see real quick what's up here, because I think, wait, who's whistling? Let me see what's up here, because the 4 hour analysis still stands here. The range, you know, like us, this still stands here. So you gotta remind yourself that this is the ideal still, in case you guys forgot, right? The ideal was we are breaking into this range here, and therefore you have a range coming up to fill like 89 here, and even like 92 here, right? That just because these candles are breaking back into this range here, you spent London grab liquidity for us to drive back up here. So if you were a flip price, you'll see it might look a lot cleaner for you guys from this perspective, right? Like you see how like you're just respecting this resistance here to the left, all 4 candles, and now you're breaking our lows. There's a high chance, since you are breaking these lows here, even though there's a resistance here, you're breaking back into this range here. So since you're breaking back into this range here, you're gonna see a range fill coming up to like 1992, or coming down to 1992, or coming up to 1992 here, right? Because if you look left, this is just over our ranges, right? Just basic supply and demand area, just basic supply and demand area. So that's where you're tapping into. You're gonna likely tap into the supply zone. So if that's the case, then yeah, with the 1 hour closure here in a minute, if you were to close, I mean, I want to close above 789 and then the bottom wick, but if you get a closure above 81 here, it'll still be valid because you're closing above these levels. And yeah, I mean, you have range going up towards like minimum 85 and then eventually like, you know, 89 and such. But let me see something real quick. What are you mirroring? Interesting. Yeah, so you have range going up towards 92. It's just a matter of, let's see how big his bottom wick is. I think the 5 here also has a range. Let me just restart my chart here, actually. Cool. Yeah, above 85. What do you have next? 1 hour closure here. Yeah, I'll say, here's what I'll do, chat. I'll look for buys about 1980, 83. A closure above here would be ideal. You close above 83. I'm pretty sure at that point you may create a steeper bottom wick by then, maybe. That's what I want though, right? Like, because like the 1 hour's on closure in 17 seconds here, I would assume that this 1 hour candle would create a bottom wick. It's still in this range here, but similar to the 30-minute time frame where it closed, the 30-minute closed below resistance here, right? But it still drove. Same thing happened here. It would drive on the smaller time frame. So as you get a 30-minute 1 hour closure below 83 here, you still have range coming up still. On top of that, if you get a 5-minute closure above like 83, I'm pretty sure at that point we'll have some type of bottom wick and structure form then. So this is what's likely gonna happen here. So you're gonna drive up here, but before driving up, you need a bottom wick tapping like 79, right? 79 levels, or anywhere between 79 and 77. Anywhere in this level would be preferred. And then once you tap those levels there, the 5 will look like this afterwards, right? It'll start to look like this. It'll be right as it does that. You can have a buy stop here. If this 5 were to come all the way down here towards 79 here and it flips bullish, those would be the buys you'll take. Because then you can just anticipate with the 4 hour time frame, the 1 hour, that this is a lower wick being created for the current time frame to drive up with the higher time frame, right? Which is the 4 hour and such towards 89 levels. But that's the only way I can get these buys here. Until then, I'm gonna need a closure above 83. So let's say like price doesn't come all the way down to 79 and it just comes down to like 80 or 80, 81-ish, then great. We'll wait for a closure above here. And then once you close above here, I will wait for a bottom wick. And once the bottom wick is formed, we'll have a buy stop and then take buys going up. But it's just I think that's what I'll be looking for today. That's what you got. Yeah. So yeah, it's either we get bottom wick 479 or above 83 in bottom wick, but I'll need a bottom wick regardless here probably. But yeah, range, right? The 4 got range here. Even though there's a 4 resistance here, just look at the mirror. Look at what we're breaking back into, right? And if it's hard for you to see, do Alt I, and you'll see a lot better. Because sometimes you can see this a lot cleaner if it were to be inversed, right? This is nothing new to us, right? This is like just breaking back into the range. That's all that is. Same thing happened here, right? Same thing happened here. Same thing happened here. Like this is a pretty strong resistance. You close respecting 4-hour starter play now. The range coming down, 92. You can even stretch it to be honest too, but 92 is your first target, and then eventually later on you're gonna look at eventually 2010. But you gotta break 92 first to look at 2010. You can't just look at 2010 and you have a strong area at 92, right? Down above 83, we're closing above over our range. So you need a bottom wick, not the rip. Because the 1 hour time frame here, the 1 hour close, I need a bottom wick based off the 1 hour time frame. I mean, you can take it off the rip. I would just prefer a bottom wick because the 1 hour doesn't really have bottom wick. Well, close way above the range, right? So you assume that would just come down and create a bottom wick here. Earlier on, it was a little different because you were just breaking out from here, and this is your bottom wick, I guess, right? But now that you're way above the ranges, you broke way above here, looking left there. If you were to look left as well, you'll notice that every time you close above these levels, you were able to tap 79 before dropping up as well. 79, 78-ish, 77. It's just as an extra confirmation.
Thanks, Son. You activated my third eye. Now I look like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z.
Krillin? That's funny.
Weeks is skipping today, man. Where's he at?
No, he was up for late. He was up late last night. Well, I was up late too,
London.
but there's no excuses, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here now.
Yeah,
he
you
probably
don't sleep, bro.
he probably
You
just
may as well
like
be like nocturnal.
he's probably just waiting for driving somewhere and drive back later.
Dead things.
Yeah.
Sleep is the cousin of death, man. We'll sleep when we're dead.
Yeah, people are asking about sells too, but sells, like, there won't be any sells for me until you break below like 72 probably or something. I'm very far from taking sells, very far, because I don't just take sells off of what I think. I take sells off of when price actually breaks structure, right? And price doesn't break structure until you flip on the 4 and break the lows at 73. So until that actually happens, like, you have range going up on the daily and 4 hour. There's like nowhere else to go but just breaking back into the range, right? When do you sleep, Don? Yo, you guys are sleep watching. I sleep all day, all the time. I get like at least 6 hours of sleep every night, every day. I was gonna say every night, but every day.
Yeah, but you definitely do like 2 hours here, 2 hours there.
Nah.
No way you're consistent.
Nah, I'm pretty. My sleep on the Apple Watch is pretty up there, pretty good.
I reckon that if you sleep more throughout the day, like little short bursts, you need less sleep overall. I was watching it last night. It's quite interesting. It's called nymphomatic sleep or something. Or
Yeah,
somatic sleep. It's crazy.
I can't sleep for 8 hours straight. Like I could if I want to, right? But I can't. Like I don't like doing it because it makes me tired. Like the perfect sleep for me is like 5 to 6 hours max. Like on a weekend, sometimes I sleep for 8 to 9 hours, but I wake up not feeling that great. The half of the day is gone. I wake up like 11, 10, right? 12. Half of the day is gone. So I rather that's why I play hockey, because it just it forces me to wake up at 6 in the morning just to play, and I'll be good for the day. But yeah, no, I'm like I can't sleep for more than 8 hours. Every time I do that, I feel like tired more than my brain is fried.
Everyone's different too, chat. Some people just need less sleep, you
some
know,
people are
less sleep to
different.
function.
Like my brain is
I
still
only get,
still sharp. If like I'm still here today right now, right? Like I'm still able to break down gold and shit. So it's not really about, for me. It's at least might be different for you guys, or it might be different when I get older too. Because the older you get, the more sleep you need. No.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe right now it's good. It's okay, but
The more sleep you need, but the less you actually sleep.
Yeah. You only get 2 hours of REM sleep a night as well. So a night as well. So it's like, that's why I was listening to this thing where it's like, if you break it up into short bursts throughout the day, you'll sleep less, but you actually get more efficient sleep. Interesting.
Yeah, I sleep like, what is it, like 10 minutes every 2 hours or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy though. Like you apparently have this period of like 2 weeks where you just don't sleep, and then your body just eventually caves in, starts sleeping.
It's fucked up.
or more or less sleep. Oh well, I am getting older though by the day, so
Exactly.
Not me.
everybody different. There's no wrong or right way of sleeping. Can't tell anybody anything as long as the end of the day it works for them. Just like trading, man. You can't tell somebody how I trade. You can't tell you can't tell somebody how I sleep.
Yeah.
Well, what's your RR? What's your day to awake RR done? What's your day to your DA?
Yeah. This guy only closes at 2 hours sleep. What?
Punk's open? Yeah, in 10 minutes here. Should pick up. Just need that bottom wick here. The 1 hour no top wick might be an issue. Well, there's a little top wick there, but it might be an issue. But you'll see it. If anything, you'll see it on small time frame. Like you'll see it start to shift down and break the lows and stuff. You're trying to profit? No, I have not. Never have I ever. I was just never in a situation to do so. When I was first trading trying to gain cap though, it wasn't really a thing back then. 2019 wasn't really a thing. Not until like 2021 when I heard about it.
Came out of nowhere.
A lot. Like FTMO has been around since like 2013 or something, right? But like me personally, like I didn't really hear about it anywhere in my communities, or I didn't know that was a thing until maybe like 2021, and that was when I was already consistently profitable. So yeah, no, but like even back then, like even in 2021, like my balance wasn't 600k. I was trading like I didn't get to this balance till this year, right? Until this account really. Like if you guys look at like my whole entire account, like this account started at 147. Like I was at 140. Like I was like here and below last year. I wasn't trading at 600k balance this year. Like people are saying, yeah, we got a big balance, like, but we built this balance over the last like 8 months, right? 9 months. It wasn't like I've had this for a couple years now. Like last year and the year before, I was trading maybe like between like the 50 and 100 range, 50, 70 range. So
you shouldn't be worrying about funding until you're profitable anyway, right? Like even back then, even if Don were to go down that route, like who knows what could have happened, but realistically you should be at that profitable stage before even diving into something like that. Too many people jump into it when they're not even remotely profitable yet.
People think having more capital is gonna help them
Exactly.
become better traders.
Science. Of course it will.
Do it on $100 account, you can do it on 100,000.
I mean, who knows, man? Like, maybe I don't know what would happen if they took that route. I don't know. I guess we'll never know though, because it's too late now. Well, not too late now, but it's already. Who knows? I'm already here, so. But yeah, if I had funded back then, who knows? Maybe would have linked in my bio or something. maybe I'll be selling affiliate links for FTMO or something. I don't know. Why not try something for fun and complete a challenge on stream? I could, like, that's not a bad idea at all. But like, I don't really, like, what am I gonna gain from it? You know?
Different path, same outcome, chat.
I don't know. It's like when people ask me like, "Yo, Don, why don't you run, why don't you do $100 to $1,000?" Like, first of all, why specifically always 100 to 1,000? Why does it have to be 1,000% increase, or 1,000% increase, right? Or a 10x increase? But it's like, bruh, it's literally like the streams. Like, we ran this account from 147 to 600. That's like how much? What increases that? 400%, 450%, right? It's like saying,
like, yeah, nearly 500%.
But like, if that were to be $100 and I were to grow that account from 400, you guys wouldn't be as impressed. All of a sudden, no one would be impressed, because like, oh, 100 to $400, I do that any day. I just over leverage, and then I get to my thousands and I get nervous after. Like, do you guys don't notice that, chat? Like, the guys in the chat, like, some, like, this is me. I'm talking about my past self. But what I used to do in the past is I'll do a $100 balance. I'll run out around to 1,000. Because I over leverage, right? And then once I get to 1,000, all of a sudden I start fucking losing my shit after, because like, now it gets serious all of a sudden, and I can't keep that same trajectory, because it happened too fast. I over leveraged to get my way there, right? But whereas if you keep the same risk throughout the whole entire process, there wouldn't be that many ups and downs. You'd be on one nice slow bullish chart increase, right? So.
Yeah, don't build your house on the sand, chat. Build that foundation first, and it will follow.
But yeah, like, I have done that in the past though. Like, we did like in 2021, we did do that, or 2020, I think it was. We did grow 100 to 1,000, and that took us 8 months as well. Or no, but it took us 6 months actually. It took us 6 months, right? But like, we already did that, and at the end of the day, people aren't gonna follow every trade, because it's hard to keep up every trade. Like, that's what people did, and then they just kind of give up halfway because it takes too long for them. They wanted that to happen within a week or something. You know what it is though? A lot of traders like that idea because they like having the idea of a fresh mindset. Like, okay, I have a fresh $100. I can now flip this account to $1,000, and now I can do it with somebody else. That's great. Like, we get, people like having this fresh mindset of fresh account, and it's like a restart for them. It's like a refreshment, but it's the same shit as any other account size, chat. Growing your account from 450 to 650 is the same shit as growing $100 to $300, like, or 1,000 to 300, or 3,000, 100,000 to 300,000. Same shit. You're just looking at numbers, right? And that's why I say, like, I don't like showing this, because like, people start to compare and themselves, right? Like, ah, shit, this guy made this much, I only made this much today. So now they're gonna start to over leverage just to get to this spot, to this place quicker, to this balance quicker. But the way I see it is, like, percent is percent, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you won't be as impressed if this account were, if you were to see a 400% increase from $100 to 500, 600. You'd be like, huh? That's nothing. Like, I'm not impressed by that. You guys will not be impressed, trust. But now, this you're more impressed about. That's because there's extra, 3 zeros.
Comparison is the thief of joy, chat. Just stick to your own account and just focus on compete against yourself, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. When it's all said and done.
it shouldn't be about impressing or anything too, right? It's just you should be trading to trade. And it's why I don't set any goals or any targets for trading. It just sort of, it's whatever the market gives me usually. We're gonna do that, Millie? Nothing. Same shit. Who knows when I got there? It might be tomorrow. Might be a year from now. Might be a couple months from now. I don't know. I have like there's no rush. There's no like time limit on when I want to get there. And it's whatever that happens. But nothing will change though if I get there, right? Nothing changes. I'll still be taking the same positions off of the same trade setups, and nothing changes, right? Nothing will be different. Percentage risk might be a little different, depends on what year I tapped that by. Let's say I tap it this year, I'll still be popping the same lot size, so risk might be a little lower, but I'll still be using the same lot size and such. So like the non-limit prop firms, yeah, a lot of prop firms are starting to do non-limit. Like the other day I saw a prop firm say no more limit, and then another prop firm the next day posts a story as well, no limit. Like they're all they're all like kind of hop on the same wave, and I feel like it should have been like that way from the start.
Definitely.
Like,
They made their bank, that's why.
Like why
made their bank.
It's no time limit, right? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's such a disadvantage to traders.
Yeah, they're in phase 2 of their business plan now.
Like you telling me,
Yeah, exactly, Kieran.
You're telling me now
they made their bank, so they don't care.
Yeah.
And it's still ridiculous because I was reading some statistics the other day, and it's like, even with no time limit, and this is what blows my mind. It's like, you have no time limit. There is no rush. If you have a profitable strategy and you risk the appropriate amount, you have no excuse. Sooner or later, you have to hit the profit target, right? Even if you're risking a small percent, you have no time limit. There is no pressure. And there's still like, I think it's 10% of people who take the challenge are getting to their first payout. It's like, you have no excuse. Just stop being greedy. Stop trying to want it now. Just take your time and you will get there.
Everyone just wants a meal.
Yeah.
You're closer than you think, chat. You're closer than you think.
You're gonna get there quicker. Doing it slowly.
Yeah, my phone background literally says slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be.
Yeah. Trading is the hardest way to make easy money. It never rung more true. But it's, once you have this down, it's like a language, right? You open up the charts every day and you can just see it and you just know. It's just like almost intuitive. Knowledge guided by experience, right?
Yeah, no, like training is like a skill, you know? Like once you have the skill, you can't lose the skill. Like no matter what you do from now, you can't go below the skill. Like whatever you learn, you can't lose that skill. It's hard to lose a skill. So like let's say, like I think example said in the past is like, let's say somebody was a painter and like they know how to paint. They can't, like, let's say that's the highest degree job they have, right? That's the one thing they can do and they can always rely on. Let's say they get into another business and that business doesn't really work out. What he could do or he should do is go back to being a painter, because that's a skill that they have, right? Let's say I get into a business venture and it doesn't work out, like real estate, I can go back to trading because trading is now my backup source of income, right? So all you're trying to do is increase your backup source of income and improve that. That's what I like about trading though. Like you can't lose a skill. No matter what you do, you can't lose it. If it's actually skill, not luck, over consistency, like of course you can't lose it. It'll always be here.
Yeah.
It's something you can just rely on all the time.
A perfect example of that type of person is Marcos, right? The OGs will remember Marcos on the streams. He's done everything, right? He's done things from copywriting to Twitter ghostwriting to trading to digital marketing to flying drones for companies. Like he's the NFTs, crypto, podcast. Like he's the epiphany of trying to stack skills, right? And it's such a important, like he uses the analogy a lot. I was speaking to him the other day and he was talking about how like life is like a video game and you're just constantly stacking points, right? You're constantly trying to build yourself, and that's a perfect analogy for life. That should be, in my eyes, the purpose of life, to try and stack yourself, stack skills, improve, and get 1% better every single day.
Hey, yo, you have chat, you have the comics open here. So look, you didn't close above the range. I don't think you created a steer bond wick as well, but you are gonna be volume here is coming in for comics open, right? So you popped up, cool. Now all you need is a closure above 1983. You closed above 1983, you should get a push for comics open towards 1988. 1988 coming into around like 1992. So if we do take bias here, we just let it rock until 1992. Like we'll look to have runners here, but that's your next target, right? This is all broken down. Like it's the same analysis as this morning. It's just you're breaking into that 4 range, right? It's very key to understand that today. I know it might not be as clear as day for you guys, but that was the whole breakdown today, right? Just look at the 4 hour time frame and look at the structure we're breaking into. This tells you everything right here. All right, we're just breaking back into that range. I know there's levels here, and you guys could get distracted by these levels here. But look at the whole idea. The whole idea is that you're breaking back into this range. So yeah, you have range of 1992. All right, same analysis for the buys this morning. Same analysis you have for the buys soon. Maybe in 2 minutes might get buys here. So yeah, I'm not worried about this at all. Just because you're breaking back into this range. Everyone got that? It's just simple supply and demand. That's it. You create support, you gotta create resistance. Resistance, you gotta create support. It's just the range. You gotta balance between the ranges. Like once price taps like, 92, okay, cool. You can say price might slow down here. Price might start to range for a bit. Price might do this, do that, right? Because at 1980, 1992, that's when price makes a decision. It'll make a decision to either continue down or it'll make a decision to reject and come back up into the range. Because now this is your range formed from here. From here to here. So yeah, let's give it a minute here and a half here. Let's see what happens. Might get in their position though here. I wanted to pull back a bit. Anything above 83 will be clean for buys. You do have a 30-minute closure as well, but this file would be fine if you close with the wick fill above 83. If you close below, then you're gonna have to wait till the 30-minute close. I forgot about this morning's trade. I forgot we took a trade already because like it felt like ages ago.
Yeah.
What are you going to use for stop stone?
Camera's
His
gone.
cam shot off on the screen on the
Bro, who the
stream.
hell is mowing their lawn at fucking 8 in the morning, bro? It's so loud. Every time I'm talking, I'm trying to increase the noise gain, but for some reason, it's still picking up. Like, damn, it's 8 in the morning, bro. Get some sleep or something. Why are you up doing this at 8 in the morning? Waking up all the neighbors, man. Man,
They get after it early in Canada.
holy shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot today.
He got that Tim Hortons in him. He's ready for the day.
Man, damn.
I guess actually not, man. Today's only 17.
Yeah, you didn't close above the range here. You closed right at it. So I'll probably wait for a third closure. This thing could still reject, right? So wait for a third closure, wait for the 5 closure in about 5 minutes. And then if that closes above, great, perfect. I ain't gonna lie, chat. We may have to wait for a potential bottom wick if the 30-minute does close above 83. We'll see. Unless we create it here, that'd be cool too. But you gotta close above and then likely a bottom wick and then we'll enter. I'm not gonna enter off the rip. I'll wait for a bottom wick. Preferably if we could close above like this, right? Exactly like this. above 83. Next candle comes down, creates a bottom wick down towards like 81 or something, and then plus bullish, and then we'll take buys. If it doesn't do that, then likely we won't get positions till 9 a.m. because then you're gonna have to wait for the 4 hour close, right? And if the 4 hour candle does close, that's fine, as long as the 4 hour candle closes above 81 in 33 minutes. The new 4 hour candle should be pretty decent for buys. But yeah, just a chill day, chat. We already caught our position. Just now it's just about catching another one, right? If there is another one today. So, but there's no pressure. There's no rush. You already had something today. Stops? I gotta measure that. Yeah, you're right. Stops likely gonna be, I'll say 78 probably. There's no reason to break that low. Price wants to drive. 78. Around 50 pip stop. Pretty decent. Let's see though, because who knows? Price might close above 83, 84, and if it does do that, then we could use a 79 stop instead. Depends how we close. But this is an important candle, man. Third-minute bottom wick. Was that a 5 bottom wick for the previous 5? Yeah, it was. Nice. So 3rd-minute closes there in about a minute and a half. If it closes exactly where it is, this is perfect. Like, we wait for a bottom wick. I got a closure above 82 here, so bottom wick and then a flip would be perfect. 82.418. Yeah, because the thing about 8:30 chat is if it's not 8:30, man, it's gonna be, you know, you have a 8:45 next, right? And that's the last 15 of the 4 hour candle, and then you can't do much about that candle for enters. Yeah, I can't wait for the 4 hour close at that point. Yeah, pretty decent stops too. Comics kind of around the volume, right? Now you need price action to align with the comics open. That's it. But comics already opened up. Now it's just brings in that volume to drive price. And your job is to get in with that volume. What about 83? Yeah, so you guys are talking about this 4 resistance. I get it, but like the whole idea here is that we're breaking back into this range, right? That's what I mentioned today. Like that's very key to understand. Like that was the analysis the whole day today, since like 6:30, right? That's how we got the buys dealer. It's the same analysis I have. Like we're breaking. You gotta understand. If this is like a 3-minute time frame, we're taking buys. Same concept. Like we're breaking back into this range here. Like this is your resistance that you're breaking below. And therefore, you're coming back into the range on the fill 92. So I'm not worried about this because you're breaking into the range, right? Once it breaks into the range and it taps 892, okay, you can start to worry. Like, what's gonna happen next now? There's a resistance there for sure, right? But like this right here, no, we're breaking back into the range here. As long as you don't like reflip bullet bearish here on the 4 hour candle, any given point you can still continue to drive up, right? But I think you have a closure here, chat. So you're like, all I need now is a bottom wick. If the 3-minute candle comes down towards like 81, 82 and flips bullish, I have buys. But until then, if it drives, it drives. But I need to wait for a bottom wick here. I need to wait. Not I want to, but I need to wait. Yeah, it's pretty decent though. The wick fill I think gives you a nice 1-bit range. Range target and daily target. Where's Wix? I think he's sleeping still. It says he's offline still. He's definitely sleeping. Or he's definitely not on his PC yet.
I seen him up during London, so he's probably he's probably snoozing.
Definitely snoozing. Yeah, Chad, this ain't my move, right? Like we can't do anything about this. If it drives, it drives, but we can't. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, I wish I could have got in. It's not my position. Once it creates that bottom wick though and breaks the lows, yeah. Like at this point, I'll probably wait for his 30-minute candle to break the lows, and then I'll have a buy stop on the flip. You're only like a minute into this candle too, into his 30-minute candle, so you have lots of time still.
I'm gonna jump off, get a couple hours sleep.
Couple hours of sleep.
Yeah, before work.
Oh shit! All right, bro.
Take it easy
today. Yeah, peace out, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy, man.
Peace out, buddy.
Take it easy. How do you rotate the screen? Maybe rotate the screen.
Alt I. I think he means like switch it.
Yeah, just tougher too. She's in that range, right? How many positions you guys have today, or what's your daily what's your day looking like today so far? How many trades have you guys had? And three trades. W 0. And 25. That was last stream win. True. Me too. Down 2%. 39 pips. Not too bad. 39 pips. 4 trades, 4 wins. 2 trades, 6 pips on GG London. New York looks clean, but you need Ashles. 1 though. Huh? Oh, New York hat? Nah, this is just. I don't watch baseball. I just got it. I just had this hat for a minute. It's just I wear this hat a lot. Like I don't even like this hat, to be honest. I wear this hat just because like it's like a lot of hats hurts my head, and like these trucker hats are soft, right? And like they're good. Like with headsets especially, it's easy to wear. But like if I were to have like any other type of hat, it hurts my head, man, during the stream. So that's why I wear this hat a lot. It's not my favorite hat or anything though. Not my lucky hat or anything. I don't even like this hat, bro. Hats make you bald, bro. True. True. I gotta do is go to Turkey after. I'll be good. Spend 4K in Turkey to restore my head. Easy fix.
That's all it is.
Let's go to Turkey, bro. Book a flight to Turkey. You good? You come back with hair. You need new teeth? Go to Dr. Smiles. You need to increase your height? Go to some guy in I don't know where they do that. I think it's Asia, right? Some Vietnamese guy did that. I think it's in Asia or some shit, or in America. Right, but you can do anything nowadays. You can build yourself. Anything you want to do. Bro, if I want a beard, chat, I can get a beard. Yeah, but no, I only wear a hat when like my hair's messy. Like if my hair is fine, then I don't wear hats, right, on stream. Yes, look, this 5 came all the way down here. It didn't create a low for the third. For 30 minute, it did create a bottom wick, right? But not enough yet. I'll wait for the breakout lows. Below 81 would be preferred, and then we may have to wait for the 1 hour close, unless this thing flips before 840. Then that could be interesting. But any given point here, you can still come back into the range. The 1 hour close again. Above resistance, most recent, but still below 83, right? So if it does flip bearish, there's a possibility you could come into this range again, 79 to 82, and then that's just your new range. You can kind of just move your line up here and say this is your resistance. That won't be that bad. Then you have a 30-minute closure. On top of that, you have a 5 closure above too. Is 30-minute trading validated? No, it can still break the lows here because like now, see, that's a break the lows I wanted. So if it flips here, it could still be valid, yeah. But now it comes down to time. Like, what time is it, right? Because it might come down to the last 15-minute candle of the 4, and then if that's the case, you might as well wait for the 4-hour close at 9 a.m. And then once the 4-hour closes, you have a bullish candle wick fill, and then you can just take buys off the 4-hour candle as long as the 4 candle closes above like 81. You know what I mean? Because you're still, again, the 4-hour analysis still stands valid. It's just a bullish closure. Oops, wrong tool, not that tool. Definitely not that tool. But yeah, you close. If you close above 81, look left, you're gonna drive out towards like 891 next, the next 4-hour candle. But yeah, probably like 9:15 chat for next positions. I'll say 9:15, 9:30. You'll be chilling. You'll be fine. Fib confirmed. You take QBank's course? Yeah. This fib was actually off of QBank's course. The way I have his fib drawn. And you know I took QBank's course? You know how you know? Because if you go down to my Instagram and you go to like one of the first pieces of content, you're gonna see that you're gonna see I have the same chart colors as Q. Yeah, but the only courses I bought were QBanks and Steve Morrow, beat the market maker. Just hanging around.
I sent you that one Lux was talking about on Instagram of him sleeping.
Oh yeah,
waking up. He's like, nah.
Sent it. You sent it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Just watching a movie.
Of wise on one said, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You take Anatol's course? He doesn't have a course. Well, I think he did back then, but I wasn't trading back then when he had that. I was like 2018. I started trading late 2018. Now I only had 2 courses. Beat the Market Maker by Steve Morrow and QBanks. That's it. Those are the only 2 courses I took. Damn, man, that's a lot of posts here. Used to get 80 likes per post. Used to get like 10 likes per post at one point too. Hey, look at these video views, like 800 viewers per video. Like, shout out to this though. This one right here. This podcast changed.
Trading nut.
Yeah, that podcast put me on the map. I remember that day, like in the back of my head, man. It was like mid-April, mid-March, and like I did a podcast and he dropped it while I was on stream, and my viewer that day instantly went from like 50 to like 100, and I was like, holy shit, I have 100 people watching me on stream, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. Oh, here's the colors. These are QBank's colors. Yeah, see, that's how you know I've how's that?
Shit, I wonder how JXDR is doing. I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh man, I know. I think he's just, I don't think he's trading no more.
He's a good he's just a good person though. Like he's probably just chilling in a field somewhere. Just
yeah, he's nice. You can't hate on JXDR. He's just not a nice guy.
The most pure human.
He's busy spreading the word of the Lord.
That's what's crazy. I remember talking to him. He was like 100K account, like 1 to 2% in dollars in his country would like goes a long way, man. Like that is the good thing about funded accounts. You know, it's like gives people in third world countries like a hell of an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously emotions might come more into effect when there's that much on the line. because obviously you're being paid out in dollars, right? So it can go a long way.
Yeah. I used to stream too. Then to become a pro trader, you necessarily need a course, or you can learn it yourself too. You can learn it yourself. You don't need a course. There's like tons of free online streams nowadays. Content online you can just learn from. You learn from the right people. Learn from somebody that you connect with, right? Don't just learn somebody that has a lot of viewers. So like if somebody out there has like 10 viewers in the live stream, and maybe you connect with them more, watch them, you know? Like that's what people back then used to have like 10 viewers as well. And like Wix, for instance, like he was watching somebody before me that had like, you know, maybe 2,300 viewers per stream. And then he's like, yo, if I can go on this guy's stream and I connect with this guy more, and he has 10 viewers, but he answered my questions, maybe I can go ahead and watch him. Because he answered all my questions. Then he started watching me, and then now we're at this point where we have, you know, 2,000 viewers per stream. So watch whoever you believe has and provides you value. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be like it can be anyone you want, right? Like somebody can have like 5-10 viewers per stream. They provide value, man. They just new to it, maybe. Yeah, lots of free shit you can learn from. And the best way to learn is from yourself, though, obviously, right? Trial and error, like actual sample sizing yourself, forward testing, back testing yourself. Oh, that was Carlo. Carlo did that. Yeah, Carlo. Carlo and Wix. You know, Wix is here, but he's not showing up yet. Hey, why you shy?
Oh shit.
He joined like a minute ago. Just hanging around. Me? Just hanging around. This guy deep sleeping. He was doing 17 trades a day 3 years ago. Oh, Carlo? Yeah, I know he has. I was there for it. We're there for it. Learning a lot from you guys every day could be a life changer for some people. Should be proud of that. I am proud of that. A lot of people are in a situation where they could be in this spot, you know, to provide and help others. So yeah, of course, I'm grateful to be in this position always. That's why I'm here for like 7 hours sometimes, you know, because I actually care. And then there's people out there that actually think that I'm here just to make $2,000 per month on YouTube, which, don't get me wrong, is good money, right? It's good money for sure. Money's money, but that's not why I'm here. If I was here for $1,000, I mean, yo, there's other sources out there of income that I could generate, right? But yeah, no, I'm here because I actually want to help others out. If you guys are enjoying the streams, though, make sure you guys leave a like and sub to the channel. Bro, I think we're almost at 60K, and then almost 70, and then almost 80, and then 90, and then 100, and eventually 200, and then 500, and then a mil. Almost there, man.
Deal.
What's the deal? Just me? Just hanging around. Don't take vacation? Even if I take vacation, though, I got Wix covering now. You see? The goal is to build a team around you. So when you don't work, or when you or the others don't work, someone fills each other in. If Wix don't stream Asian, shit, I'm not streaming Asian. If Wix don't stream Asian, I'll stream Asian. You know, vice versa. If I don't stream New York, I'm sure he'll stream New York. Or somebody will stream Asian.
You fucked it up at first. Like, if he's not, I'm not. Fuck it.
If he's not shooting Asian, I'm not shooting Asian. Yeah, but no, that's the whole point of building DVS, right? It's like having other people with the same intentions, mindset, trading style, and just have all sessions covered. You know, we got Keelan starting up London, like we got lots of people starting up London too, and like it's or New York, London, Asian as well. Like maybe one day we might have like 4 or 5 people running DVS on London, like or New York and Asian, right? Who knows? It doesn't have to just be me. The goal is to build and provide, and the more hands you have helping each other out, the easier it's gonna be, and the better it will be. Your gas man for the M4. Yeah, no, I've been chilling the M4 though. Yo, not gonna lie, chat. I'm getting tired of the car, man. I need to get a new car. I'm gonna get a fucking. I don't know, chat. I'm a little tired.
Yeah,
You know what I need to do, bro? I need to like tune it or something because I'm getting a little bored. I need to tune it, get a new exhaust, something. Maybe change the color, wrap it, get some HRE rims. I'm looking at HRE rims. I've been looking for like a long time now, but it takes forever to ship. And then, you know, when they ship it to Canada, I gotta go and change my winter tires to summer tires because I haven't done it yet. I know. And then once I do that, it's just a process, bro. It's a lot. Yo, bro, I've been planning to do it for the past 5 weeks now, and I haven't picked my rims out, and that's an issue because I have rims for summer and rims for winter, and like it's not just I don't have all season, right? So I gotta take off the rim, and yeah, it's mad annoying, bro. I was gonna get a C63 for real. G80 M3? Yeah, nah, I wish I got the M3. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like I've never wanted an M3 until I got the M4. Like my whole life, I've been wanting an M4. And you know, cause it just feels to me more like a sports car, cause 2-door. I like that 2-door feeling. But then now I'm like, the M3 to me looks a bit better because the back is wider on, or at least the F80 is wider than the F82. It's wider. It looks like just cleaner from the back because it's 2-door, right? So the wheels are pushed back a bit more, but the back, what do you call it? The back, I don't know, the back of it. I wanted to buy an M4 comp because it was my first car. I wanted just a base M4, and then if I were to get, like, it's my first car ever, right? I didn't want to go all in on a first car. I wanted a nice first car, so I didn't get a comp or I would have got a GTS if it was like my, you know, second, third car, but yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate the M4. Like, I definitely, I like the M4. It's not like I don't hate it. I love the car. It's just, I wish I got the other one. When are you gonna buy? Well, we got 10 minutes left for a 4-hour close, and then I'm pretty sure the 4 is gonna close by beta 1 here, and then once the 4 account does close by beta 1 here, same analysis as this morning. You know, you're breaking back into that range there. High chance you fill the range, right? That range was here. Like, this is the analysis today. That's it. Just these 2 lines here. That's all you gotta look at. Right? From 1874 to 1892. You're just like kind of just breaking back into your range there. It's got range. Especially if we close here. Look, if we close here, what do you think's gonna happen next, right? You're gonna see something like this. You're gonna see a top wick or a bottom wick on the 4-hour candle and then a flip. And then as you flip, you feel the range. Alright. Bottom wick tapping into like, I don't know, if we can tap to 76, that'd be great. 76, 78. And the 4-hour flip would be the entry. But you have range. And look at the daily too. Daily is on 4-hour range on fake out, likely. Because you still have this bearish structure here, but you gotta come up and tap that resistance first, right? Because you have this support formed here, and then you have this resistance up here, and then once price taps that level, it'll start to reject probably. And then from there on, you might see like a range on fake out on a daily. Like this might be today's daily, and tomorrow's daily might come back down like this, and then Friday will like just continue back down or something. And then from there, you'll say, oh, okay, well now we're mirroring this candle, this move here. Same topic here before we drove down, same topic here before we drive down. That'll be like the next 3 days will be interesting. You can kind of plan ahead and see what's to come next. I'm gonna flip to show you guys what I mean, because it's a lot easier to see from that perspective. But you gotta close above 81 here. There's 7 minutes left. Now I'm not here for FOMC. It's mini minutes. What time you sleep last night?
Time when I told you I'm going to sleep.
What time did you wake up? Same time? Me? Sleep?
Around
Ah,
7:30.
I'm awake.
Watching a movie.
I'm watching a movie. Oh man.
Wix, you missed the move. Well, you missed the sleep. You missed the fucking moon landing. I'm not over here waving around my fucking moon boots talking shit to you, am I?
Sounds like you are now.
Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna go get my moon boots.
The red boots? The big red boots?
The asteroid blade.
Moon landing book. Not the moon boot.
Not the moon boots. Yo, Wix, have you seen the big red boots?
Yeah, I seen the big red boots. The one that fucking Rihanna was dancing in.
Yeah, the asteroid boy boots.
Rihanna dancing them? I don't know. Maybe. I didn't see that.
How much do they retail?
Like, I think
I thought it was something stupid.
Couple K.
no,
Yeah.
850 or some shit.
I see somebody wearing that shit on the street. They're getting stabbed in the eye. I swear. Bro, this shit is not cool.
You got Mickey
What the
Mouse,
fuck is
bro.
going on with the fucking world right now?
Someone in chat's like,
How you gonna drive a Lambo with that shit on?
huh? Bro, you better be on what? You better be on gear 1 or something. You're gonna let it rip.
The fuck are you doing in those?
Ain't going
You're
nowhere.
gonna press.
Accelerating the brake.
You're gonna be pressing brake and accelerate. Yo, sometimes I drive my M4 and some shoes, man, and it's so annoying because the pedals in the M4 are so close together, and it's just like they're so narrow. The throttle on the M4, so annoying. That's why my favorite shoes to
Fuck
wear.
them goddamn red shoes,
Like,
yo.
yeah, buy shoes just to drive that car, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of things.
It all started with Crocs.
Crocs are dope, bro. I'm wearing Crocs right now. Like, I got my Crocs on sport mode. I don't know about you guys, but I got me on sport mode.
I remember hearing a story about a guy who was like filming for a movie. It was some sci-fi movie, and it was like supposed to be in the future, some utopian world. And they're like, yeah, we need some like really weird looking shoes, and they found this startup company, and it ended up being Crocs. And so in this one movie, just the whole crew are all wearing Crocs.
Crocs are great, man. Nice and cozy for homeware. Let's go. You need Birkenstocks? I had those. I hate that.
I hate Crocs. What did Crocs do to you, bro?
You know, everybody got the same shoe lineup nowadays. This is what everybody has. Everybody got a pair of Crocs. Everybody got a pair of Dunks, Panda Dunks. Everybody got a pair of Birkins. Like, those are the 3 shoes that everybody has in their wardrobe. Everybody just has the same shit rocking every day.
A pair of Balenciagas.
Oh, then you got that. Those type of people. Oh yeah, the Yeezy slides. Everybody got that. Yeezy slides. White Air Forces.
Before Yeezy used to be Gucci, man. And they got the Gucci slides.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't have the
before that.
black-
Now it's Yeezy.
if you don't have the black Air Forces for at least once or twice a month, you ain't a real G. You not from the hood.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
You don't like Crocs? No, I like these Crocs because they're comfy in the house. Like I used to walk around my house like butt naked, like not butt naked, but like no shoes, no socks on, you know,
Hey, yo.
like nothing on. But now I put Crocs on.
And I
Like,
still
it
get
gives me
service,
me good, like, you know, good,
right?
it's comforting, you know.
No shoes,
I
no
just walk
shirt, and I
around.
still get service.
Just Crocs.
Just
Was a menace.
just Crocs.
Crocs and a bow tie. And that's it. You just got a bow tie on.
Shirt cocking it toddler style.
Looking like Magic Mike out here.
Yeah, no, but I used to. Chad, you guys walk around in shoes or socks around the house? Is it just me? I know some of you guys walk around in shoes, especially you
Always
Americans.
wear
In
socks.
America, everyone has shoes in the house. Like, it's so weird. In Canada,
Mhm.
everyone takes off their shoes at the parties.
Yeah. You
you-
go to a
you
party,
You go to a
and
party, everyone
everyone's
takes their shoes
are at the
off.
front
In
door.
America, bro, people got shoes on the couch. Like, it's crazy. On the bed, everything.
Savagery.
Nah, you crazy. I'm gonna have to walk around with the party like looking like a fucking neighborhood fucking wire in Brooklyn. Just fucking shit tied up with laces over my shoulder.
Yeah, I wear shoes in the house. My mom gonna be like, beat me. Definitely not. I just cleaned the house last week.
Yo, who left wearing my pair of J's, yo? And all they left me was these Crocs.
That would happen. A lot of people getting their shoes stolen.
Fucking
Oh,
Canadians.
what do you got here? You got some closures here, guys. Ladies and gents, you got some closures. I repeat, you got some closures on the 4-hour candle. Let's see what this thing does here. This is a very interesting 4-hour candle here. I'm gonna have to lock it in here real quick. Because we are in a very interesting spot right now. Because there's a dilemma here, chat. Here's the thing, right? So here's the thing about gold right now. Gold on a daily, right? You came up, you tapped 1984, right? But the whole daily today, the whole idea behind the daily was you close bullish at support, and if you look left, you could possibly be mirroring this move up towards this range. That was like why I had like 94 levels getting tapped, right? So based off of that, but now we're starting to reject, and that's because you have a 4-hour closure in about, or you have it right now already. So if you drop down to the 4, you're gonna see that it closed bullish. Now it didn't close bullish above its range here, but since the daily is still bullish, you can say the 4-hour support has been formed here at 74 still. Because now earlier on you didn't have a 4-hour close. Earlier on you had a bearish close at support, but you still respect the support, right? Now you actually have a closure back into the range here. So now you have a closure back into the range here. If you were to get a bond wick, who knows? You might tap 73 or 74 or 75 here. But once you tap these levels here, you could start to anticipate the wick fill, because if this is your strong support on price here on the 4, where's your resistance on price? Right here, 1985. So as you start to create a bond wick and start to flip, you can then say, okay, cool. You create a bottom wick, maybe towards like 75. You flip, great. Buys could be great going up towards 85, right? You can sort of anticipate those buys there on a 4-hour time from now. If you want to get a little bit more precise, which is what we're going to do, then we're likely going to wait for a smaller time frame to line up as well. So here's the things you gotta understand now. You gotta understand this 4-hour candle, the in and out of it, right? So the high of the 4-hour candle is right here at 1985. The flip of the candle is 1980. Drop down to the smaller time frame. Why are those levels important in this case, right? Look left. Where do you have clean, like above 1985? Once you fill that wick, doesn't mean you're gonna reject. Once you fill the wick, there's a high chance you continue up because now you're re-breaking the highs, right? On a daily, on the 4-hour too. So if you break above 86 here on the 5, which is a closure above 1986, great. You move your line up to here and say, okay, cool. We'll get buys above this range going up. Above this range takes you up towards where? 1991, I'll say 1991, and then eventually 1992-ish. I'll put it here for now because again, that's the 4-hour resistance, right? 1992. So I'll honestly just wait for closures above 1986. If you want buys, those would be great buys. Or 2, if you want to be a little cowboy and you want like positions beforehand, then you can just say, okay, well, there's a resistance at 1983. What's above there? This resistance to the left here. So if you were to close above 1983 / 1983.6, great. You have range going up towards 1986. So that's like a 30 pip range above there. So here's what I'll do. About a closure above it, 1983, I'll wait for a bottom wick. So if price were to come up here, close above, I'll wait for a bottom wick, right, before taking buys. But if you close above 86, then off the rip, we'll take it as it closes to drive up towards, again, 1992. All right, but above 83, I need a bottom wick, and then we'll have runners towards 92. Same thing with above 86, no bottom wick, but towards 1992. Because the 4-hour candle is still bullish and the daily is still bullish, right? And then for sells, like the thing about the 4-hour candle as well is if price doesn't want to go up today, it's going to show that it doesn't want to go up. And it's going to show that by breaking the lows at 783. Because you break the lows at 783, what's going to happen? You're going to likely flip on the daily, and then you can say, okay, well, the daily rejected this resistance, and now it's making its way back down to fill in 1984. And this could be your daily liquidity grab, right? The issue now, though, like we know the day is going to eventually drive down eventually this week. Because this is a range 1. It's just a matter of, is it going to drive up to 95 before driving down, or is it going to drive up to 90, 85 and drive down from there, right? So the smaller time from here will be very key because it's going to show you how it's going to drive down and where it's going to drive down. So I'll say sells today will be below like 73 probably. You break below 73, that's the 4 breakout lows, and then you have range coming down towards like 866 and eventually like make its way down towards like 65 and such, right? You have plenty of range here. So you can say, okay, well, below 73, top wick is needed. Below 71, no top wick is needed. You come down towards 65, right? So that's what I got to the chat. But whatever's in between these ranges, between 71 and 80 or an 83 is gonna be tough. I wouldn't really touch this range today, to be honest, until you break above. Yeah, that's what you got. It could come down and fill this range. Don't get me wrong. If you get a range 2 below 77, there's potential for sells, but the 4 candle will still be bullish, right? So it's very tough to stick sells there. You would need to break the 4 lows, which is below 73 or such. But that's it. That's the analysis. Now we just chill. We just chill and just hang around until whenever that happens.
Just hanging around.
Just hanging around, man, because there's nothing we can do. Nothing I can do. Like, I forgot we even had a position. Oh, man. News? Yeah, news at 10:05, but not now. Oh, that's a nice bearish closure. This could, you can see this range too. The 4 candle is bearish though. This would be lovely. Because if the 4 candle was bearish, you can just take the sells here as it breaks the lows. Fill the range. You can say, well, now this is your range 1, right? And then this is like your range 2, because this candle closed bullish, respecting resistance. The next candle closed bearish, respecting resistance. And now as you break the lows, you may see a drive towards like 76. But then ask yourself, is this the 4 bottom wick, or is this the 1 hour taking over for the daily? A couple questions you gotta ask. If it drives, it drives, right? But I don't have any sells yet. Is FOMC meme is volatile? Yeah, it is volatile. Not as volatile as FOMC interest rates, obviously, but you will see some volume come in at 2. But do you want to be trading at 2? I mean, you can. It's definitely doable. Not bad at all if you have volume. Volume's volume, right? But I mean, we'll see at 2. Yeah, but it's not like interest rates. It's not like you have FOMC numbers, like interest rate numbers that comes out. It's just FOMC meeting minutes, so it's different a little bit. It's a bit different. I've been marking our charts for joining streams and the levels starting to align. Improvements. That's what a lot of people do. I don't have the best levels, you know that, right? I don't always have the best levels. I have levels based off just what I see. But sometimes you might see something different. Like it happens a lot where a lot of people see something different from what I see, and then their analysis ends up playing out and mine doesn't. It's just based off of what your levels are. It already stops. Wow, 60. Who's in sells here, chat? It could drive below. It could drive down towards again, you can see a drive down towards 76, but if it does that, it does that. It's none of my business here until it maybe forms another range here. Just because of 4 hour, right? 4 hour is interesting. Let's see if you break above the 4 hour highs, what are we doing? 81, and then you have closures. Nah, you need at least closures above 83 at that point. Yeah, no, above 83 will be revised. Nothing here because it can still drive. Anything below 83 can still reject, right? It doesn't just be a lower high being created for price to drive down. So that's why there's no buys here. Because even if you come up here, right? As long as you don't, if you don't close above 83, breaking that structure, at any given point, you can just still drive down. You can still do this. But 83 is a pretty crucial level. It's either this gonna happen or this is gonna happen on this candle. I'm not. So hold on, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Shameless Asian session plug time. About 11 hours from now, all right, chat, 8 p.m. Eastern, Asian session. We'll be back live on YouTube. Yee-hee. you doing, Mr. Mo? Mr. Mo. You missed the Mo as well? I missed the Mo as well. Back to back typically means, well, it can mean one of two things. But typically it means consecutive in a row. Just hanging around. Where's the plug? Behind you. All right, well, if you guys are gonna sit there in awkward silence, I'm not. Use pre-workout? No. When there's good opportunity? Yes. I'm looking for Nas sales breaks below. Yes. We took one earlier. Yes. Where's the unnecessary Asian plug? No. Did y'all get in yet? No. Did you blow your account? No. Y'all motherfuckers took trade early. Ash gang? Yes. Just hanging around? Maybe. Shameless? Yes.
You know who you sound like right now?
Fuck.
That one guy goes in the IG lives all the time.
Who?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That guy?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just hanging around. What's so funny in his chat? People are funny. I love his chat, man. Don't you love his chat, Wix?
We got a love-hate relationship.
What chat do you like better? You know, chat. Think, yo, chat. What chat you think is the most toxic? Asian, London, or New York? I think London chat is very toxic.
I love all chat.
But London is like 3 a.m. in the morning for a lot of people on the East Coast that watch us, right? And they're probably like on demon time because nothing good happens after 3 a.m. That's why I entered London. Because nothing good happens after 3 a.m.
Chat. Show up at
Okay.
8 p.m. Eastern for some non-discrimination. For a non-discriminatory
Dude.
streamer.
You know what's crazy?
We
to me?
love all chat at Asian.
You know what's crazy to me? Stylus matters. How the fuck do people talk about my loss on other streams? Like, yo, it's like a global thing. It's like it's so global. It's like just breaking news. Don just took a loss. Like, yo, like why doesn't anybody else get that treatment in the industry? Oh, okay. Like it's just us. Breaking news. Don just took a loss. Like we took a loss the other day for the first time in a month on stream, and then I swear the whole world started talking about that loss. Like people started making videos about the loss too. I'm like, why is it just me? Like, how come no other trader gets that attention? Fucking devious, man.
But like
think
40
they-
Oh,
likes
it's not
ain't
even about being famous. I'm not even famous. But there's people who are bigger than me that has way more subscribers, way more viewers, and like they don't get that treatment. You don't hear people coming around saying, "Hey, breaking news! This guy took a loss." Maybe because they take one every, like I don't know, but maybe because they take more often. But like, it's crazy. I guess the standard is high or some shit.
14 trades deep. They're like, fuck, he's still winning. He's still going.
Yeah.
Come to an end yet.
Like it reminds me of that one time when this guy he like there's a video thing. It's like, yo, how you gonna be mad at somebody for like and drive to them and go through like a 5-hour drive and still be angry just to beat them up? Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. Driving for 6 hours still angry. It's like that. It's like you go on a whole month of winning and then at the end of it, after the loss, oh yes, finally I can finally fuck him up.
Crazy. That's a long time to remember something. I walk in a room and forget why I walked in there.
Like, yeah, you like, by the time
You ever
you
do
get in the
that
car,
shit?
start the car, you don't have the energy no more.
Crazy.
Every day.
Dude, walking into the living room, like, fuck did I need to get here? This guy fucking drives for hours? Nah. I'm good.
The standard ain't
How
high.
mad
though,
you
you're
gotta
doing
be?
something right.
You're driving 5 hours. Just to punch him. Hey chat, if you guys enjoying the streams, make sure to leave a like, sub to the channel. We're sitting at 600 likes right now. I'm sure we can get around 700 likes, 800 likes here.
Bring boxing clubs to the meetup. DBS card.
Yeah, what levels is that for sells here? Or for buys and sells? Are you thinking about what I'm thinking? Before?
I thought about it earlier,
In the thinking.
but not anymore. 1976.107.
1976.107. That's your sells?
That's my cells.
I got another level at 1977.1. Close below right now.
What the hell is my thing at? Okay. 731.
Oh, we just rejected off it.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting 1 hour candle. If this 1 hour candle is closest back into this ranger chat and you break the 4 hour lows, man, you may end up coming back down. We'll have more positions by then. If the 1 hour ends up flipping bullish though and closes back doji or bullish above the range, then the 4 again will flip as well then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
But like, by the way things look, you may end up breaking the 4 lows. You're only 14 pips away. Let's see though.
Close to
I
daily
got-
flip as well.
Well, I got off the rip here at 1974.1.
Oh, 74. Yeah, that's where I got myself too, below 74.1 ish. I think that's when you break the 4 lows, right? You break the lows at
That's when you
73.5 ish.
break the 4-hour lows, yeah.
Yeah.
Below 76, I need a top wick.
The last thing I want to see here though is the 4 breaks the lows and still flips bullish, because the structure is so bullish on the 4-hour time frame.
Oh yeah?
Well, like, cause like, from my perspective here, like it's just like you have this 4-hour support here that's being formed, right? And like, I think you spent the whole entire London just trying to reject off of that level, and then all the accounts have all close respecting. So the last thing I want to see here is this thing come down, break the 4 lows, and still flip, and because this 4 kind of barely flipped, and it's still a strong bullish closure. And if that does happen, then you're making your way up. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
this 1 hour
gonna be
close
an
is the key.
interesting play here. What happens here? I mean, I got 74 below for sells, but I think that's, yeah, 73.78 for sells, and then 71. I think below 71 for me is off the rip. 73, I may need a steeper wick. 72.
It's only 24 minutes into this 4-hour candle, right? So it's still
Yeah.
got time to come up and flip. The 1 hour close would be very interesting.
Yeah, the 1 hour close is interesting because it was just, or the 4 hour close, because it just closed respecting this zone here above his range here. And if you look at all these other candles that respected that zone here, this range, it made its way up, and like it makes sense from 1992. But then again, if it breaks the lows at 71, if it breaks below 71, then yeah, like you're probably gonna drop all the way down to 60. But that's the thing too, like if you break below today for sells, why not just, like, you have so much range. So even if you can't catch this range from here, you can still catch the ranges below here, because you have all, like, look at this range, it's like 100 and something pips afterwards, right? It's like 120, 140 ish. I mean, let's see what happens here, but it's gonna be an interesting 4-hour candle. I'm gonna be here till 5 p.m. chat. Nah, I'm playing. I'll hear till Wix leaves.
That early trade makes it feel so
I mean,
much
Wix
later
came
in the
late
day.
today, so he has to make up for a
Mhm.
time, you know? Like, you get around, like, you know, 9 a.m. Yeah, stay to like 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wix is like, I doubt the 4 will flip now. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but it can. It's gonna be interesting.
Or
What's got 5 minutes left in him?
maybe 10. Maybe 10. John, I ain't about that life no more, Joe.
See, chat, it's 10K subscribers, and this is what happens. Oh, breaking the lows. He's gonna hate, bro, but still show up here looking for trades. No, they're not haters, man. They're just people who have questions, you know?
The haters show up here talking about I got a short from 85.3
And it just closed here, done for the day.
one for the day. You
Like,
guys
what
never
do you
trade.
want me to do with that information, man? You want validation?
2 of them.
What am I gonna do with that? You should have told me. I'm kidding. I did tell you. told you 4 hours ago that was gonna be a sell, man. Fucking, bro. I broke that down for you 2 months ago. I told you it was gonna go down.
TYG.
Highest amount of trades taken in a day? Depends what era. Before profitable or after profitable? After profitable or version 2 profitable? Like version 2 profitable, which is right now, like maybe like 40 trades. Like I have days where I can take 20 trades in a day. I don't have any limits for my trades, right? It's just whatever price gives me. If there's volume, there's volume. There's ranges, there's ranges. There's no limit. It's all quantity trades though. It's not, it's not just like I go weeks taking like 2 trades, and I can have a day where I have 40 trades. It happens all the time. But like before profitable, maybe like 100 and something probably. Definitely. For sure. I'm sure everyone before when they first started trading just took positions left and right. Just take positions. The worst is when you're in a trade and say it's not gonna work. Yeah, no, that happens all the time. I'm just immune to that now. You know what you do, stop loss matters? Now, which is what you do. Come closer to the camera. So blurry. Oh, yeah,
No.
smile. Yeah, smile. Look, yeah, go to the center and smile. It'll work. If you center yourself.
I'm centered, bro.
Nah, come closer. Come closer.
I just gotta fix my banana shaped back. That's about it.
And smile. Wait, 3, 2. Back up slowly. Back up.
This is gonna become a meme, bro.
It's not working right now, bro. It's just not working.
Bro, you're worse than fucking Comcast support.
Hey man, my camera crispy.
Yeah, but my shit ain't working.
Call tech
That's what
support.
happens. I call them up. They be like, yo, it seems to be working fine on our end. I'm like, it's not working on my end, bitch.
What webcam you got? C92 Logitech?
Yes. Well, how you just gonna give out my government like that?
Oh
Huh?
fuck, my bad. My bad.
Damn. You know the unit number?
Huh?
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 Okay.
What's your average RR, bro? My average RR is what the market gives me. It changes per day based on what the market gives me in terms of volume, ranges, traffic. What model your webcam? A model? A7 III. I need a new lens, but A7 III, good camera. You play train in chat? No, not right now. No, we got nothing. We're just hanging around. Me? Just hanging around. As we have waiting for this 4-hour candle to sell down, pick where it wants to go, below 71 or above 80, and then that's it. Just hanging around. If this 4-hour candle does flip though, man, it's gonna be a very interesting candle shot. If not, it will. Nah, I'm not saying it will, right? So don't say, yo, Don, it's not gonna flip, bro. I'm saying if it were to flip, okay? Relax. If it were to flip bullish today after breaking our lows, it's gonna be an interesting candle. The moment I say that, sometimes you guys be like, what do you mean, man? I'm in the sell right now. It's gonna go down. It has to go down. Only one way to go, down. Like, no, man. I got subs below here and got buys above those levels. So that's all I'm waiting for. Yeah. But I mean, the 1 hour did close bearish, right? If the 1 hour does close bearish in the range here in 27 minutes, then you may start to see the 1 hour start to just start to trickle down, right? But the reason why I like below 71 is off the rip for me is because that's when you break the 4 lows, and that's when the day count flips bearish, right? So if the day flips bearish, you can look at the daily from this perspective as well. This would be a liquidity grab on a daily for us to drive down, but that's if you break the low on daily, because then you just slowly just drive down towards like 64 and 60. But that's a very strong level, 71 to 80.
Worst case scenario, he'll call it in the signal channel.
Worst case scenario, we wait to, we don't have trade soil Asian session tonight. Asian might be interesting today if the day does close bearish today. Asian London should be interesting.
Yo, this camera knows exactly how I feel. This shit is portraying my exact feelings on screen right now. Blurry motherfucker.
You're about to break the 4 lows now.
Yes, sir.
To close below there too.
It's been the buys earlier. We took the buys on stream. Just go back to the stream a little bit. We broke down the buys. I think we took buys above like 79 or something, 78 until 80, like that. Always no trade say down on Instagram 4 win screenshots. We took a buy at like 7:30.
Or
Khalil Charai. Always stream hopping. And then come to my stream and ask, why no trade, Don? Because you stream hopping.
Buy sell, sir. Buy sell. I'm about to chef some shit up.
What about GJ? Oh, GJ, I got stocks below 171 on GJ and then buys above 172.951. This is a very tough range. This is gonna keep ranging, right? That's what it's been doing. It's been sort of just driving like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like it's tough, right? This is just a range. There's no direction. It's a big range. It's 190 pips almost. 194 pips to be exact. 93 pips to be exact. Oof. This range. So.
It's tough here.
Yeah, 4 broke the lows just now. 4 broke the lows. Daily flip bearish. I don't have any sells here, chat. Unless you get a top wick at like 76 or something. I think below 71 is off the rip for me. Right? Because below 71, you're breaking through all this range here. Below 73 is potential, but I would like to see a top wick. Some people, if this is your position and this is your analysis, and your analysis says sells below here, then take your sells, right? But my analysis says that I need a top wick here. And that's what I mentioned earlier. I'm just afraid the 4 can still flip here. Any given point, it can still flip. Because it's still in that structure zone. It's still respecting these zones here, right? Like the last thing you want to happen here is you see this 4 candles, the last couple 4s, all came down, boom, 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 and then what did it do? It just respected. Never has it closed, right? But then again, you don't have a closure until 1 p.m. So, but still, any given point it could still reject. So just be a bit cautious. But below here though, look, below here it's all clean. So like worst case, we don't get sells here. I don't get sells here. From 74 to 71, it's like a 30 pip range, right? Like what's the 30 pip range compared to 100 pip range below 71? It's like if you're getting sells today, then you're gonna drive through all the way, right? If that's the direction price chooses to decide to push into. So like I'm not worried about what's gonna happen from 73 to 71 really. When I would rather just take it below 70. It's just a bit cleaner below there in terms of traffic. Like look at that candle. There's nothing in between here, right? There's nothing here until you tap like maybe 64, and then clean traffic until you tap 60, right? But like this is all clean below here. That's why I'd rather just wait for that, because we're not really missing out much, to be honest, right? Because like if I were to take sells, it would have just been below here earlier on. Then if that was the case, it would have been below 79 then. But yeah, we get sales later. Especially if the 1 hour closed below 71 as well. If the 1 hour closed below 71, then look left, you're likely going to break back into this range here. You close below 71, you're driving back down all the way down to like 60. Because this count did that. This count closed below, then mirror here, came out, create resistance here, but then later on, below here, came down to fill. So we close below in about 22 minutes here. It'll be an interesting 1 hour candle. So again, if this is your analysis and you know you're into your range, go ahead. You're not wrong to take positions at all. It's just your analysis, right? So trust your analysis. You trust yours, I trust mine. All right.
What do you say fuck me for?
What do you say fuck me for? Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm genuinely confused as how you are profitable. Obviously, you're making bread. Always been taught to have a positive. Exactly. You've all. Here's the thing. I think this will open your eyes a bit. Because here's the thing. So I've been trading for a long time, right? And like when I first started trading, that was my intentions as well. Everyone would tell me the same rules, right? You need a positive RR. The bigger the RR you have, the more positive a trader you will be. What else do they tell me? They'll tell me buy low, sell high. But these are rules that you're now placing before you even open up your charts. So instead of trading what you think, trading off of rules that some guy on Instagram told you to trade with, why not just look at the charts? The charts tell you everything. It tells you past data, future data, where price will tap, where price will reject that. It will tell you the current market conditions, right? The thing about RR is that if you were to say, okay, my plan here is for every trade I take, I want to have a 1 to 5 RR minimum, right? Cool. Some days the market might be able to give you that push for a 1 to 5 RR. But what about the days when the market doesn't have that range to give you a 1 to 5? Like, what if you take a sell and your stop loss is below the, like, above the range, whatever, but now as you're tapping into a strong support, you're not closing because now you want a 1 to 5 RR that you preset in your head when the market shows you that there's a strong rejection at that zone. So now you're trading with what you think instead of what you see, right? So like, here's the thing about me. Like, everyone always talks about RR and like everyone says like, yo, but your RR is negative. Like, I don't aim to have any RR. I don't aim to have like a positive RR. I don't aim to have a negative RR. I just aim to take what the market gives me because I understand that the market conditions are going to change. Today is different from yesterday, the day before, and so forth, right? So to yesterday, you can have a 50 pip range. What are you going to do? Force a 1 to 5? Today, you might have a 200 pip range. Today might work out. Yesterday might have not, right? So that's how I trade. It's not predetermined. It's off of current market conditions, off of what we see, off of what price rejects off of candlesticks telling us what's going to do. It's not off of any type of preset rules, right? Because I've been trading for a long time. I've been there, man. I've been there. I used to do the whole 1 to 5 thing. Like, I need this RR, and it looks good. Don't get me wrong, right? But then again, there's a reason why 99% of traders fail, and that's because they're listening to these preset rules instead of trading what the market gives them. Like, if you were to see $100 on the floor, would you not pick it up, or would just be like, oh, that's not $150. That doesn't meet my minimum requirement. I can't pick that up. No, you're gonna pick it up. So just like the markets, right? You see 10 pip range, you're gonna take a 10 pip range. You see a 50 pip range, you're gonna take a 50 pip range. But there's days where I can have a 100 pip range, and we can catch 100 pips, and there's days where I can catch a 10 pip range, and that's RR for me. It's just what the market gives me. It's just off of what price, right, taps into, rejects off of, and you can't, like, once you see that, you can't re-unsee it. But there's, like, you know, like, again, there's no right or wrong way of trading. If you believe like that's how you should trade, then yeah, go ahead, right? But like, this is something that I've been through, man. I'm doing what I do now for a reason, right? Or else, if it wasn't profitable, then we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I'll be changing my strategy or something, obviously. We have a 5-minute start play here.
Yeah, I was looking for closures below here, below this area.
Oh, I thought you had the 5 start play entry.
No.
Because the 5 respected 74.
Yeah, I moved my low at 73.1.
Oh yeah, below the
Oh.
fake out range.
Yeah. This pulls back a little, then I'll take it. No, there's another level here at 71.14.
You back at 2 p.m.? Well, we're trying to get off before then. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Come on, Wix. Yeah, I know. 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, gang. Asian session will be live, and hopefully I'll have some rest before then. I'm tired. I'm about to go pass out. How shameless of me. Half asleep. No, I'm fully awake, completely tired. Going to the gym? Hell no, not right now. You're up trading London? A little bit. He'll be killing, yeah. He's getting that rest in. Asian session plug, we just did one. Last time Don left, he said, give me a few minutes. And he was back within like 1 minute. Now he said, give me 2 seconds. And he's at the drive-thru at Tim Hortons right now. What? You said you was gonna take it, so take it. What? I have cells below 1973.102. So far, we respected that level. My level right here. Oh, here. I'm good. What level did you say earlier? It was at 1974.11, but our advantage point below 74.11 was roughly 11 pips, and that candle closed about 6 pips into the range. So I moved it down to 1973.102. Makes more sense below there. It's a cleaner range. Yeah, it's like a little fake out range. If this candle closes bearish below 73.1, it'll be off the rip. Oh, it's 950 already. We're most likely gonna wait for this hourly closer. Because we're gonna expect the next hourly come up, top wick, and then drive down. We have a pretty good sense of direction here, breaking the previous 4-hour lows, volumes here. So, need closure, closion, belosion. You got anything inside it?
Just bread.
Bro. Serious?
Be just like me, for real.
Put some sprinkles on it at least, or something. Like you do with the eggs.
Just bread. Straight
You
up.
ever have a sprinkle sandwich? Just bread and sprinkles?
No, but I have egg, sugar, and bread, sugar, and butter. You ever had that?
No, but my grandparents told me about that. Back in my day.
You ever do the cinnamon spread? Sugar and cinnamon?
I don't know what kind of diets you fucking have in Canada.
Bro, what do you mean? Fucking supersize me.
No, it's just croissant, man. You don't need anything in this bread. I mean,
Need some
you could
sprinkles.
put in it, but croissants, they're just better off plain, no? I mean, I don't know. You can put like you
Cheese.
can make like a cheese and ham sandwich, but like this is just a little snack.
Motherfucking
I'm just warming up the belly, you know what I'm saying? Just a little warm
ham
up.
sandwich.
So a fucking ham sandwich. Croissant has butter. Croissant already has butter in it. It's butter.
Yeah.
It's butter croissants, right?
What you eating? Nothing. Just bread. Yeah, if that shit don't have no bacon, egg, and cheese on it, it's not worth eating. I agree with Jacob. That's... that croissant needs to have a bacon, egg, and cheese and some Tabasco sauce on top. And
Tabasco sauce. Why you swear so much? Just be myself. I don't swear, I'm Canadian, man. What the frick? What the fire truck?
What the frick crack?
No, I'm Canadian. Canadians don't swear. Man, you have news, yeah, you do have news. I'm waiting to 10 a.m. your chat. Well, at this point, we can't really do much, right? We kind of gotta wait. Got like 5 minutes left anyways, so. Almost there.
could have called this 2 hours ago.
Call about the stream?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could have.
7:30, done for the day.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. 1 hour close. News. I think you have what is it called? 10:05. It's not 10. It's treasuries. It's a speech. So then you got 2 p.m. news later on too. So
But no, you needed to have a croissant on stream.
hey man, leave me my croissant.
Croissant.
My croissant. My creme brulee. Creme
You gotta
brulee.
spit every time I
Creme.
say that word. Croissant.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's nothing major. It's nothing major at 10 a.m. Nothing.
Croissant.
But, like I
God
gotta
bless
wait
you.
for 10
Honestly,
anyways for the 1 hour.
Bro, you can't be eating that like it has a filling. Chase it down with something. Dip it into some milk. He
Nah,
needs some milk.
I dip it into water.
Put some ice in there, bro. Something. Inside the croissant, just stuff it with ice.
You don't dip it to water? guys ain't real gurus, man. Real forex traders. Still dip in water. Water, a little bit of salt, some vinegar in there. Yeah, it's doing.
Soy sauce.
Yeah, soy sauce in there too. Sesame oil,
Poison.
poison sauce on the side, sriracha on the other half. It took me a minute to get here, and now my vision's crystal clear.
You got that new and improved poison now. Double strength.
Yo, thou artist. Keep saying that. I am a noob. I'm not saying you're wrong. I am a noob. According to thou artist, we are all noobs today, chat. Everyone who bought gold, noob. Noob. Rookies. Don't know shit. Not trading at the banks. Retail.
You made money? Fucking losers.
Retail. Weird retail traders, man. Hey, man.
Can't afford no meat for a sandwich. Bread eater. You eat bread, I make bread. Oh, he dipped again. My bad. I'm fucking. Oh, he's back too late. Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. See you there. I'm only halfway there.
Artist, you ain't gotta say that. We already knew you were gonna say that. The moment you stepped into the chat room, with your first comment in the chat room, I can tell who you watch, how you trade. Don't worry. You ain't gotta tell us that. We know exactly how you trade off the rip. It's
What?
crazy how you can tell how somebody trades off of the way they show themselves.
You seen him?
Pardon?
When'd you see him?
No, like how they chat. How did I trade in Don? You? I don't know, man. You too goated. Nah, I gotta know you. I gotta read your comments. You can't just say whatever. I gotta like actually click your comments and see. I am interested in a broker or trade ultra. You can maximize your earning potential, exclusive rebates, and a recurring revenue stream. Become a ultra IB today. UDI. Hey man, whoever wants to be an IB for trade ultra, you got an offer. Unfortunately, man, I'm with BlueberryMarkets. I cannot. Yeah. Yeah, you broke. I think you broke 71 here. You broke the 1 hour close bearish here back into the range here. Might be an off stream trade, or it might be a day for us. It might be a day for us, guys. There's a lot of potential for more sells to drive further down, but you're gonna need to close below 71 here, or sorry, below 70 .5, because then afterwards you got range coming down towards here. I think if anything we'll call it in the channel, but I'm a bit cautious of the 4 hour counts though. Yeah, I think that's it for me, chat. I think that's it. I want to see the 1 hour close, but it just closed bearish back into the range, right? So didn't close below 70. Obviously the 1 hour still closed our support still, but again, the 4 hour is still open. And I mean, let's see what this 4 hour count does. You do have news at 2 p.m. But that's after the 4 hour count closes anyways. But we'll see. Worst case, we'll call it in the channel if anything, chat. But I think for a stream today, I think that's it. I mean, we can't go wrong with 10 pips, right? It's just
Literally said that like an hour ago. Worst case, he'll call it on the signal channel.
worst case, chat. We get nothing today too. Oh, that's it today. Nah, you gotta change it up. No, but I think that's it, chat. I think Wixtown will catch you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. It was a pretty decent session today. You know, can't complain. It was an early push. I know it was early, and not a lot of people were here that early, but it's fine. Another day in the markets, right? Nothing different from what we did yesterday, the day prior. Just another day, and just focus on working on that discipline towards the next trade. That's what's important now. All right, but we may get some potential here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm gonna do a word though. But peace out, and congrats to everybody that caught sells and I caught buys today too. Good shit today. It was a pretty decent day. Lots of volume, and you might not even stop yet. So yeah, chat, I'm gonna play a word and call it. If you gotta start trading for a day, just be cautious. I'll always have a stop loss. Make sure you wear protection. Just be safe out there. Love you guys, man. Thank you for the likes today on stream. I think we peaked like 2,500, something like that, 2,400 people. So thanks for that. And, no, we peaked 22. It's a chill day today. 22 people, but you know, 731 likes. We can get to 1,000 likes, right, chat? I know more than 1,000 people place the sell stops, the buy stops today.
Easy.
But yeah, man. I'm gonna play a word on call it. Or I'm gonna play it. I might play it by myself because these guys might be in positions.
No, it should bust him,
Oh,
bro.
you
I
know
just
what?
went and chefed up a little.
Whoa! Where'd you get that burger
Yeah,
from?
bro. Yeah, look, no, it's a bagel, bro.
Bagel.
It's a bagel, bro. It might not be the New York bagels you used to.
It's the McBrickies. It's the McBrick right there. The bacon egg McBrick.
Yeah.
Oh, it closed right at it.
Forte. Wow, this is easy now. Look, we oh wait, I fucked up the E. Shit, but this is easy now, right? So the R doesn't go there. R doesn't go here. The T, so it can be R, something T, RIT E.
Okay.
Okay, this is easy now. So the R don't go there. R don't go there. R goes the last, obviously. So something TER. It's gotta be like U. UTTR.
Utters a word. Yeah.
2 T's. Oh, fuck.
Hey.
There you go.
Locked in today, man.
Locked in.
Oh, stream.
Oh, shit.
Live. Views. Content.
Try River. River, yeah. It might be that type of stream.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Wait, how do we get that river stream?
Stream. Yeah. Past. Yeah. Oh shit, it's mail, yeah. Mace is a word, but
Why isn't mate a word?
You could do malt, like malt vinegar.
Yeah, there we go.
Mall male. Now I'm crushing all these games. Watch this be Canada. Okay, I got
Yeah,
no
you're
clue.
cracked today, bro.
Yo,
You're on it.
Bahamas.
There's no way. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what this is. This looks like a seahorse though. It looks like the thing I got behind me. Looking like a seahorse.
Shameless Asian session. Plug time.
oh shit. Angola. It's just spamming at this point.
Oh, wait,
Bro, did Angola time?
I don't know. What is this? Cameroon? That's how you know you don't. I don't know it.
It looks like a little Caribbean country.
Fucking Madagascar.
Denmark.
Madagascar?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is.
Oh shit,
Denmark?
bro. That's not that bad.
Denmark?
Near Madagascar.
Is that Angola?
Denmark
A?
is not.
Angola B? Have you tried
no,
Angola
not
C?
Denmark.
Angolia?
I think if you try Angola again, it might be correct.
3 times the charm?
Mm,
Yeah, I think you need to try it 3 times in order for it to work.
Okay.
could be.
It is Caribbean because
Caribbean?
Madagascar. Yeah, Madagascar's Caribbean, right? Or am I
I already
bugging?
guessed
Is
it.
it Africa? Yeah. I'm just thinking continent. Like we gotta think what continent is closest to.
Think? What's that?
You know what I'm saying? We gotta think, bro. We gotta think what continent is closest to.
Angola, final answer.
Final answer Angola for the 3rd time. Oh my god, I can't remember if Madagascar's off the coast of Africa or the Caribbean. I'm completely split.
What?
Madagascar's the closest guess, right? So it's got to be closest to Madagascar.
What's your guess?
Yeah, I might need some help here, boys.
Angola.
I might need some help here.
Angola.
I know.
I don't know. It's how you know you don't know it.
Globe.
Like I don't know
Yeah,
it. Like, I
it
don't even know where it is. Like I have no.
fucking
My
Zimbabwe.
IQ.
French Polynesia, go French Polynesia. Fuck knows at this point, bro. I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh, you're
Oh,
off.
that was the worst
Cameron,
guess
you had the
ever.
worst guess.
Wow.
Come on, Somalia, man. Come on.
Oh, what?
Told you it was
That's
Angola.
relatively well known.
Somalia. It ends in an A, so it sounds like Polynesia. I mean,
I am the captain
Somalia.
now.
These sound like Angola.
Oh, it was Africa. Fuck. Oh well.
You're a gay.
Alright, guys. Yo, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Thanks, guys, for coming by today. Love you guys, man. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow morning. Alright? 6 a.m.
Sir.
Eastern. Peace out. Laters.
Peace out.
Laters.
Take it easy, boys.
Easy, everybody.
Oh,
There's
where's my
never-
stand-up pillow?
You going back to bed?
No, I got this stand-up pillow that I fuck with.
You fuck with a stand pillow?
I stand. I
You
don't go
fuck
back
with
to
a
bed. I
stand pillow? That's crazy.
Well, either way, it's a stand-up pillow, and I just stand leaning on it.
Crazy.
Yo, stand-up pillows be busting. Forget your stand-up desk.
right, let's.
Later.
There's chat. Catch y'all later.